Let's see this. Are we going live? Yeah, guys. Okay, we're going live. Oh boy, we back, guys. Welcome everybody. Sorry about the interruption. Uh, so sorry for the interruption. Mm. We are back, guys. Sorry for the interruption. We've been having problem with our stream yet, but happily we are back on the show, and uh, we're hoping that you will have you join us. So please share the show, guys. Sorry for the interruption. Sorry for the interruption. Please share the show. We are back. Uh, and shortly, the others will join us soon. You know, the other will soon join us. The other will soon join us. Uh, welcome, guys. Welcome. Welcome. So, welcome. So, we're talking about what's going on in Liberia. There's a lot happening today. It seems like It seems like the government of Liberia is trying to dissolve the entire MDR. They are firing most of their officials back to back, and I mean it's just it's not for joke, you know. So the police, the national police, came up today with a new uh, 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 requesting that the former speaker, Speaker Kofar, go to report to the national legislature for
See him?
good. Good to see you,
Oh,
Susan. This Suzanne. Susan is joining us from Melbourne, Australia. She is joining us. Susan lives in Australia. She's a nurse in
I'm not
Australia.
hearing anyone.
Can you hear us? Go in and come out. Go in, come out. Okay. Can you hear us now? We can hear you very clear. Can you
I'm
hear
not
us?
hearing you, Dr. Peabody.
Uh, let's see something here. Let's see here. Let's see here. She's not muted. Uh, you might have to go in and come back on. Go in and come back. Oh, yeah. Do it, Daniel. Do that. There was a little problem, so we have to change the whole link and come back on. You know. So, yeah. Hopefully she will come back on. But there's a lot of things we got to talk about. A lot, a lot, and a lot. Can you hear us, Susan? Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
So I can't hear anyone. I
Can
don't know what's going on again, my people.
you remove the? Okay, somebody say she will remove the head. Are you using a headphone? Are you are you using this? I'm not sure what is going on. Uh, we will work it. Guys, welcome, welcome. Sorry for all the interruption. Uh, uh, welcome, guy. Okay, let's see. Hopefully Susan will come up, but guys, welcome again. Everybody, welcome. As you make your way, Daniel Dodad, Sir Richard Clinton, Victoria Morris. We are back on air, guys. We are back on air. So welcome everybody. Uh, so welcome everybody. So welcome. So welcome everybody. Yeah, we are. Yeah. So there's a lot happening. You saw we earlier read the communication from the speaker. I mean, that was sent to the speaker of the house. We read that. They are out to get him. Okay. Yeah. We are up there. They were out to get the speaker. The Liberia National Police were out to. They have sent a letter requesting to meet with some lawmakers. So, and the lawmakers will go by the law. I mean, the minority black lawmaker. We saw Speaker Richard Cohn $80,000 car today parked at the legitimate speaker parking space. We saw President Bwaka dismissing a member of NDC from the Ministry of Labor. He fired somebody again yesterday. Victoria Morris, welcome. Good evening from our end. Welcome, Victoria. Uh, 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 yeah, the imposter Richard Cohn. He got his $80,000 truck. He went and parked it to the legitimate speaker spot today. So Liberia, it's something else. Liberia is something else. It's something else, And then the entire apparently they're going to dismantle the entire MDR. They're going to dismantle them, and I understand there was another fire today at the Capitol building. But Susan, can you hear us?
Oh, God. I don't understand what's going on. I'm still not hearing anyone.
And we hear you very clear. We can hear you very clear. This is, we hear you very, very clear, loud and clear. I don't know. These things are so sophisticated. You loud and clear. Yeah, we hear you, Susan, very clear. I don't know why you're not hearing us. We can hear you, but you can't hear us. The best bet. Yeah, you're right. You have to restart. Your phone or computer. Susan is all the way in Melbourne, Australia. She's all the way in Melbourne, Australia.
Yeah.
So, you yourself. Masterman J. Yeah, we need Susan on. Susan will. We got Moses Momalu watching her from Iowa. Welcome, Moses. Masterman J. Welcome. And yeah, but it seems like the government would dismantle the whole party. That one funeral now, everybody losing their job from that funeral. People cannot express how they feel. We live in a very difficult world, challenging world. Nobody can express how they feel. You know, nobody can express how they feel. But what guys, welcome. We're going to begin until Susan joins us. Susan will be joining us today. She have a lot of insight on the entire saga that is going on within the government of Liberia. She has a lot to, and she will be sharing us today. But welcome again to the closing acumen. Sorry for the interruption. Uh, yeah, I did, Clinton. I did, Richard. I did tell her to restart her whole system, uh, restart everything, and come back on. I did her iPad and stuff. So hopefully she'll do that. Moses Momalu, watching from Iowa. Welcome. So, guys, this is what happening today. And then we saw Representative Kehleboe standing his ground today at City Hall, telling them that he's not a speaker. Representative Kehleboe stood his ground. Uh, Speaker Kofa responded today that he's innocent. But I tell you what, they're trying to intimidate him until he resigns. Younger Talawai, Pra, welcome. Miss Pra, Younger Talawayan Pra, welcome. She's watching from New Jersey. It's good to see you. Welcome to the Closing Acumen. Susan will be on. We want Susan on. She want to tell it all, what's going on, especially when it comes to the NIMA, what's going on in NIMA, and the abuse of laws and the abuse of public office. She will tell it all. Guys, I want to welcome our other panelists. Will be joining us shortly. Ansu, are you guys still on? Are you guys around? Mofler Sisse, hello to all. Thank you. Welcome, Mofler. Welcome. Ansu, are you guys in studio? Where you guys at? Uh, yeah, they are Daniel. Uh, they are trying to do that. They want to intimidate the speaker. They will bring crime on him. Then he will just give in and say, you know what? I resign. It's too much. I can't take it no more. You know, it's difficult to fight a government. I don't believe in the rule of law. Oliver Blamo, watching from Maryland County. Good to see you, buddy. Mother Weather Tumu Blair, it is so good to see you. Greetings to you and Deacon Blair. I've been a little busy. I ain't see you this week yet, but I will definitely find time to come see you. Uh, so good to say hi to Deacon Blair. I'll come find you guys. It's been too cold. It's been just very, very cold. I mean, you leaving work, you just got to be running to come home. Yeah, but yeah. This summer, some people from the house today. You know, I mean, it's as we see it, it's just difficult to fight a government, especially when they don't believe in the rule of law. The Supreme Court had just sat down supremely and not even paying attention again to what's going on. Ever since there should be a ruling, there should have been a ruling before even Monday when the president come up to address his son. The Supreme Court decided to stay. Susan, how are you?
It's doing the same thing. I will just go to setting and just do the audio again.
Okay.
Speakerphone.
Okay. You can hear us? Can you hear me, Susan?
Dr. Peabody, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes. I'm hearing you.
Audio.
You can hear me? Lofa is working with Susan. Hopefully she will come on. St. Peter Tutu Fulupu, watching from Bana Farm, Peloton. Thank you for joining us. Susan, can you hear? Oh my God, we got this guest on and we want her to come on, and the TV just did. I don't know what's. Lofa is working.
It was working. It was working, Lofa. I went back to setting and it was working.
Okay, mute it. Okay, so Lofa is working with Susan. Hopefully, she will come on. Lofa is helping her. You know, Lofa is the specialist here for IT. So he's working with her to ensure that it comes on. But as soon as she come on, we'll be getting into this. But a lot of people, another person was fired again today from the Ministry of Labor. I guess he was part of that team that went to. He was part of that team that went to the funeral. Since that funeral, it has been a problem. It's been a problem. You know, since that funeral. So it has been a problem, been a serious problem. And so we'll see what happened. Let's see what happened. Really wants Susan to come back on. Uh, uh, okay, okay. Oliver and Blamo is saying that concerning what you people was discussing about teachers, Maryland County are now paying the teachers because the same some say they received check. So he said Maryland now it just received the pay. Ellis Choo Choo Jones, good to see you, man. It's been a very long time. So
Thank you
uh,
very much. Thank you.
good to see you, Abu. Susan, you can hear us now? Apparently we're not getting. You can hear us
Yeah.
now?
Mm-hmm.
Great, 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 good, very good, very good, very good. Guys,
Finally.
finally, yes, yes, guys, we are very pleased to welcome Susan for the first time to the closing argument. Susan is based in Melbourne, Australia, and she is a nurse in Australia, and she will help us talk about some of the situation that's going in Liberia, especially the saga that's going on with Nima and what happened to. It seems like the government is firing everybody from MDR now. Abu, good to see you. Good to see you. Uh, they fired somebody from NSA yesterday, and today again somebody from the MDR was fired. Mostly the guys from MDR are being fired. I don't know why. But Susan is here. She's very open. What happening in Nima? I follow her page. I follow her many times on her stories and things. So Susan, welcome to the closing acumen. Welcome.
Well, Dr. Peabody and the rest, I just want to say thank you guys for inviting me on your big platform. This is one of the biggest platform on social media, and I am actually honored. And I look forward to the discussion tonight as well. Yes, and I'm ready to say everything that happening in Nima, everything that I know, and yes. So thank you guys. I look forward to the discussion. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful, Susan. It's a delight to have you, and thank you. I know it's very. I don't know what time is it. The time difference is so far from that of the U.S. And
Mhm.
we are delighted to have you. I have two panelists here. Abu Kamara, he's a UP supporter, and we have Alex Chuchu Jones. He's based in Boston, Massachusetts. Abu is based in Liberia. The spokesman technically for the Unity Party government. But I know we've been trying to get things work out. Link, this won't work and this won't work. But thanks to Lofa, Lofa probably put it on, so we are here, and we going to. I think we just need to jump into it. The other guys will be joining us shortly. Susan, you are followed by a lot of people. A lot of people follow you. You have over 50,000 followers. I mean, folks that follow you. Why are you so popular, Susan?
I mean, it's me putting in the work. I think I'm popular because I've put in the work. I'm popular because I don't know how to bite. Things I say it just how it comes to me. I don't know how to pretend. I'm not a pretender. So when I stand for a cause, I stand for it. And I'm also trying to put out something for the young girls behind me that it does not matter where you're from or who you are, you can still speak into the Liberian politics. There are times that people will doubt you. There are times that people will say a lot of crazy things I'm on my social media platform where people come and just accuse me of many things. Of the moment I start talking about somebody, they will assume that the followers of Joseph Boaka now, oh, Susie is going out with this person, she's doing this because of this. I don't listen to that. The fact that I'm just here to give my information out there, and people are seeing it. Some might not believe the information I put out, and some do, and that's the most important thing about what I stand for. So I think that's where my popularity comes from, being able to stand up for what is right and doing it without biting my tongue to it.
You're a
Yeah.
tough, you're a tough lady. I watch your show sometimes, and I'm like, wow. The first time I saw her, I said, you know what? I need to invite her to the closing argument. She need to come in because this is where everybody's open to say. You know, we don't censor people. What you want to say, what you say. We don't. We want you to just everybody be free. We are open channel, and for people to say that. So, welcome. Abu will give his introduction, and then Alice, you should join, and then Susan will jump right into the conversation. A lot of your fans are joining. They want to see things start rolling out. So we'll start. We'll jump. Abu will join us, and I will just give an introduction, Alex, and we'll go into the conversation.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Peabody. It is an honor being on the show. As always, greetings to the viewers and our listeners. Madam, pleasure having you on the show. And to my brother, it is a pleasure to share the platform with you. I look forward to a very fascinating conversation.
Thank you.
Alex, you've been a bit away for a while. Welcome back to the coaching acumen, Alex. You ran away from us. You are trying
You
to put
know,
a campaign together.
yes, I've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes. Uh, I will talk about some tonight, and I will be constant going forward. I just had to get some things in order. But this is a great platform, as you said. It's uncensored, and that's one of the only platform that I really trust and participate. Thank you.
Great, great. We want to thank Susan. I mean, it's been a while. It took a while to get her here, and so we want to utilize some of her time. You know that while she's here, so we want to utilize some of her time. But Susan, you have been into the Nima you situation. You talk a lot about it on what happened. I want you to take up back. Now you've been following what happened. Apparently, since uh, Senator Johnson passed, it appears like people, the party is being dismantled. I mean, most of the people nominated from the party to the government, they have been removed because apparently they expressed their feelings during the funeral and the people didn't like it. I want you to just come in and tell us. I follow your story. You even talk about the last statement that Prince Johnson made, the last recording and all of that. I want you to jump in and tell what's happening, what's going on in Nima.
Yeah, thank you for that question, Dr. Peabody. Um, I'm getting an echo from
Yeah,
someone. I
guys,
don't know
if
what is.
you're still okay, everybody mute. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, a lot, a lot, of things, a lot of things happening right now in Nima County. Senator Prince Johnson was somebody where I had my own personal relationship with. Um, I will sit here and he will randomly call me and just speak to me about random issues like, Susie, I'm just calling to check up on you. And I also I had the privilege to also interview Senator Prince Johnson a couple of years ago, and it was basically about the same war crimes court. Um, I would say I broke the news first, and this came from his godson. His godson and myself, we have this relationship. I'm not going to call his name out here because of privacy purpose. So he was the one that basically wrote that Prince Johnson passed away, and I needed to get confirmation. So I spoke to him, and then from there, I think after 30 minutes, after getting the information that he passed, I was able to break that news on the internet, and then it went wild because of the platform that I have. However, since his passing, I've been reaching out to people in Nima County. And basically, one of the things that actually got to me, I mean, people can describe Senator Prince Johnson as whatever they want to describe him as. However, some Nima people see him as their godfather. You like it or not. You can see him as a warlock, but others saw him as their hero. So when Senator Prince Johnson passed away, and we all watched the process on this internet, how Prince Johnson left, how the senator left CDC. And that was where the both of us actually had our fall apart. He was not talking to me. So I had the opportunity to come on Facebook and probably blast as usual, just say one or two things to him that this road that you're going is not going to lead you well. I said that, which people now are using against me now. Oh, Susie, when this man was alive, you said this, you said that. How come now he passed away, you into his case? I mean, family make flower and sometimes they sort it out. I felt the direction he was going, it was wrong. And what I saw ahead, it actually came to pass. So that was where the both of us, the relationship we had was no more. And I tried reaching out to him many days. He refused. I texted him. There was no response. But we all saw Dr. Peabody, how Senator Prince Johnson left this man they call Jeremiah Kun out here. We saw the amount of work that he put in to make Jeremiah Kun who he is. And after his passing, I was able to, because people were mourning at that time, they were grieving. So I was able to speak to one or two persons behind closed doors that were close to this Senator Prince Johnson. So I got information about how Jeremiah Kun was not speaking to the Pape when the Pape passed away. There were so many betrayal from his angle. A lot of things that he did, he stopped talking to Senator Prince Johnson. And as we speak, there are recordings on Jeremiah Kun discussing the late Senator Johnson in a very terrible manner. But people are keeping the recording right now because of their safety. A lot will come out, Dr. Peabody, and I just want you to know that. So being a Nima woman, yes. I mean, uh, being a Nima woman and being somebody who has supported President George Manuel Weah, because when Senator Prince Johnson came into the race, everything he ever said was, "Oh, my Nima people, I want you to follow us." And you know the politics in Liberia, it has always been about this whole trap stuff. And me, I told them, I'm not following any one of you guys. I believe in what I believe in, and I stand for what I stand. Senator Prince Johnson made statements that you and myself, we are aware of, that, oh, Nima people, that our own son here, that our own son. He took Jeremiah Kun as his own. Lift, lift, lifted Jeremiah Kun to the highest of seats. And when Jeremiah Kun got there, Jeremiah Kun gave him the biggest betrayal. And this is the reason why I'm into this till the end. I'm not leaving it anytime soon till we get the full story. Thank you.
All right, just before I bring the other guys in, uh,
Mm-hmm.
it's a story. Uh, and now you're saying since Prince Johnson died, and those guys were very unhappy. They went to the funeral. The governor of Liberia, Prince Johnson, helped. We listened to Yaya Nimland speak, and then so you are saying that the VP did not have a relationship. They were not did not have a relation prior to Prince Johnson's death, right?
6 months he was not speaking to Senator Prince Johnson. 6 months he cut
Wow,
off communication with the old man.
wow.
I could call
Okay.
names tonight here, but
Yeah,
I
no.
have to protect.
For security
Yeah,
reason, I'll say don't call name because they're firing a lot of people now from the
right.
NBC. You saw the guy from NSA that they fire. You saw the guy from the Ministry of Labor that they fire. How will you describe that? Who do you think is involved on these guys being fired from the Ministry of Labor?
First of all, I spoke to this guy, and I was supposed to interview him yesterday, and I told the public that I was going to bring him on my platform. And knowing that and the other information I received just now before coming on the platform is that they actually told him, you need to go out and apologize. So he said they fool him. After his apology, that was when now they have dismissed him. The only person that is behind this is Jeremiah Kuhn. He
Mm.
is the one trying to, show power, and he's also trying to set him as an example to the other people that if y'all say anything, are coming for you. Just look at this in a logical way. Like, how can you fire somebody for making a statement that we all know is true? This man did not attack you, Kun. There was no statement on, oh, Jeremiah Kun, you are the one responsible for Prince Johnson's death, even though we know that Jeremiah Kun is responsible. Betrayal can kill.
When you say he's responsible, what do you mean? How is he responsible?
Responsible for the fact that I just explained this right now. He betrayed Prince Johnson. Out
Okay.
of the betrayal, Prince Johnson, if you actually follow the war, which I did not witness, okay? But one of Prince Johnson's biggest fear was betrayal. And Jeremiah Kuhn was the one that was able to give that to him.
Mm.
He put all his effort into Jeremiah Kuhn, the betrayal, the frustration. And you can listen to the audio recording that I posted on Facebook that came from AB.
Mm.
So, Jeremiah Kuhn being who he is, like, how can you go and fire somebody who but they didn't say anything? Why are they firing him? He only said the man passed away from the pressure of war crimes court. That was the only statement he made. So why is it now you guys are sending him to do some type of direct apology to Jeremiah Kuhn? What was the apology letter for? If Jeremiah Kuhn is not the one behind this, why would this guy go and write an apology letter to Jeremiah Kuhn when he did not say anything about Jeremiah Kuhn on the funeral?
Mm.
So
Mm.
Jeremiah Kuhn is the one that behind everything that is happening because he's trying to silence a lot of people.
So now you see a lot of what do you think of before I bring Abu in. What do you think going to happen to MDR party?
At this moment, it's hard to say because of the position a lot of them are in. At this moment, they know so much, but they cannot speak because Liberia at this moment is not even safe. And we all seen it. We've seen it from every aspect of things where the speaker, the legit speaker, Waka and his people are doing everything to indict him. So I'm not sure where is the party leading. But I know that Senator Prince Johnson left a lot of energetic young men and women down, but money and power will silence them. So I can't say much, but from the look of things right now, I don't think they stand in a really good place.
All right, let me bring the other guys in, and then we'll come back to you, Suzanne. There are a couple of questions. I don't want to take up all the questions. The other guys got to come in, and we're going to mix this with what's going on in Lima. We're going to mix it with what's happening right now. We see what's going on in the government. But let me bring Abu come on for 2 minutes, then we'll go to Alex, and then we'll I'll come back to you actually, and then we'll move on. Yeah, but you can join. Like if you can pop in if you want to like something come out, you can still always jump in. But go ahead, Abu.
Thank you, Dara Peabody. Like I said earlier, and greetings to Tomalin. Thank you for coming on the show, Chief. The essence of our being here is to tell the audience nothing less than the facts. I listen to you very quietly. I was attentive. And the reason why we did not interrupt because I wanted to get out of what you have come to say here. I have multiplicity of questions for you, but I'll ask two for the sake of time because I'll have other folks I'll have to come in and ask a question. Talk about some of the folks who have been relieved of their positions in government. You attributing it to the comment they made during a late senator funeral. Do you have valid document to substantiate that the late senator death is attributed to pressure? Because I heard you say they may die as a result of pressure or war and economic problem. Do you have valid medical report to substantiate that he did pass as a result of pressure?
Are you done?
Yeah, I have a couple of questions. I don't know one question.
Yeah.
Or you want to ask?
No.
You want to
I
answer?
need to answer that question. You
Yeah.
you 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 see the thing about the UP folks. We have the whole truth. The whole truth will be in front of you like this. On this big bowl, you will see it, and you try to not accept that that's the truth. I don't have to have medical report that Senator Prince Johnson was stressed. The chairman of MDR made a clear statement, and I repeat, he said, Senator, we came and we saw you. And when we saw you, you have reduced. And that's what stressed us. Okay? Senator Prince Johnson was he was making calls around. And I don't think somebody who is in the right state of mind would just sit there and just be calling, complaining. Even in her church, there were so many statements that were made where this man said Bwaka disconnected himself with him. He also said that, according to my sources again, where Senator Darius DeLon also said that the senator went to him asking for jobs. That alone is more than me coming here to provide medical reports or medical documentations as to, okay, this man was not well. It's obvious. He was sick. He was stressed out. He was frustrated. And he was frustrated out of Jeremiah Kuhn's betrayal. So I don't have to present documentation. You could tell from his body that he has reduced. You could tell he was stressed out and he needed comfort. He needed people to talk to. That's why he was calling everywhere. He was telling us even in his church. Thank you.
There are people, even though you did not answer the question, but again, the audience will judge you because you said the listener don't die as a
I
result of
just
pressure.
answer your question. It's clear. I'm not in Nima to get medical reports, and you know that. I just answer your question. Yeah.
Madam. You did not answer the
Please call
question.
me
Well, I have a
Susie.
question. I will go to your next
Call
question.
me Susie. My name is Susie. My name is not Madam. Please call me Susie.
Okay, Susie, you did not answer the
Yeah.
question. Yeah,
I
but
did.
you also made an outlandish accusation against the vice president. The vice president that was picked by the late senator to be JMB at the time in the worker vice president during the 2023 elections. And I witnessed that ceremony when the current president nominated Jerry as a vice president on the Unity Party ticket. He made an outlandish accusation against the vice president that he did not speak to the late senator prior to the demand. Isn't so?
6 months they were not speaking until they met the last day where he made whatever statement that he made that everybody kept sharing around. Yes. He was
Okay,
not talking to him. Yeah.
so I want to say that our assertion is not true. It has no iota of truth that they did not speak for 6 months.
So
I
you
just speak.
now, you have to accept that is not truth.
No,
From
it
my
is not true.
source
It's
and
not
every
repeatedly. Listen,
no,
madam.
I'm sorry. Do not say my information
Susan,
is not true because it's not
Susan,
getting across to you.
Susan,
Mm-hmm.
Susan. And I
Mm-hmm.
like the fact that you acknowledge that this platform is a serious platform. It's been followed for people from I got it by people from diverse political background. And there are people who following that are not politicians. They are Liberian, just as we are. So when we come on the show, in respect of our sentiment, we owe it to our audience. The fact that you come and you acknowledge that this platform is a serious platform, so when you are making a section that that is for public consumption, you should state nothing less than the facts. You can't you made an Orlando's accusation against the vice president that he did not speak to the list senator for 6 years. You know what I mean? Says that
No
it's one
point of
case.
correction.
6 months.
She said
6 months.
6
Dr.
months,
Peabody,
Abu.
can you just
6 months.
She said,
correct
Abu,
him?
Abu.
Can you please
She said
correct?
6
I
months. She
did
said
not say
6 months.
6
She
years.
didn't say
I said
6
6
years.
Please
months.
listen.
6 months.
You know, you said
6
6
months.
years. You just
Yeah,
said
that
6 years. You're not being found for 6 years
wasn't a
yet.
threatening said. It wasn't a threatening said.
Are we doing
Come
your
on
question?
now.
Let's go to
Okay.
Alex.
Abu,
No,
Two questions,
I
Abu. You
said
had two questions. We got to go to Alex for his next question.
no,
His
I'm not
question.
yeah.
completed the second question. I
They
was
asked
saying
two
I'm
questions,
mistaking this as
Abu.
6
Let's go
years.
to Alex.
I'm mistaking this as
Dr.
6 years.
Peabody, can I just come in? Can I come
Yeah,
in,
go
Abu,
ahead.
before we leave?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
You may not accept what I'm saying, but you said that I just came on here and I acknowledged that this is a big platform and I serious people on here, which we all know. But the fact that you are telling me my statement I made from people I talk to, I'm somebody I'm from Nima. So you want to tell me about the 6 persons that I spoke to, the information with Jerry not speaking to the president, to Senator, the late senator is not true. So you say maybe tell yourself that okay, I'm not believing what you're saying, but that's my truth. If you are speaking about facts, please
Susan,
respect my own of facts and respect my truth because I'm not going to come here and say, oh, Apple, what you're saying is not true because I don't believe what you're saying. But we can move on to the next person.
I make for myself. He said
Alex,
6 months.
Alex coming.
He said
Alex
6 months.
coming.
He
Alex
said
All
coming.
right,
6 months.
guys.
All right,
All
no
right.
problem.
Thank you very much, Susan and Abu and Tomalin, Lofa, to the audience of the closing argument. I'm happy to be back. My name is Chuchu Alex Jones, and I'm a presidential aspirant. And hopefully, I'll be returning to Liberia in the next few months uh, to start some programs. Now, I'm not here today to memorialize whether it's Ben Johnson or anybody else. That's up for those people who are interested and who sees these people. As far as I'm concerned, I'm on my knees praying every day that every one of these people, their own lives will be taken away. Whether it's the Ellie Johnson Salif, the Prince Johnson, the Joseph Walker, for the chaos and damage they've caused to many people in that country. So I do not mourn any of them. And in fact, praying that they all will go just the way people, children, mothers, and father went, and they're still in this country, still stealing from the Jeremiah Coons. And we have a country today that is a complete failed state. So I'm not here to come glorify and talk about anybody in the past. We've reached a point in Liberia where there's a new generation. Okay, over 60% of Liberians are under the age of 30. And these people are the most impoverished people. They are the most subjected people in that country. And we're still talking about people who have benefited, their children and their lives have all of the carnage of a country. So my prayers, they work out all of them. I pray tomorrow morning I get out and hear the death. So that country can move forward. Because when will we move forward?
Right.
Alex will not call for the president's
That's
death.
my prayer. That's
Will
my
not do
prayer.
that.
And that's my religious faith that
Yeah,
God
that's
should
not a
take
topic of
away the
discussion.
wicked.
Alex will
Listen,
not do
listen.
that.
That
That's
is
not a
my
topic
religious faith.
of this.
According to the Bible, you live by the soul, you should die by the soul.
Alex will
Okay, it's
not.
it's in the Bible. So I've said that
Okay,
whoever you can be,
that's not a topic
for
of no
Alex will
those,
not
discussion.
talk.
for those, all right, I said it. So, like I said,
Okay.
I
But
made my statement,
a disclaimer
and I
here
think
is
we should
talking
talk
about
about. And I'm more interested in talking about how we can develop this country, how we can get young people jobs, how we can start programs. I just started a feeding program today, and I will be going different communities and using the same young people to look out for the elderly people, those who don't
Are you
have
in
food to
Liberia,
eat.
Alex? Are you in Liberia?
No, I'm not in Liberia. I have my team today. We started a program, but that's the things that I want us to be discussing, not discussing, figureheads and people who destroy the country. Today, our economy 4 billion, nothing. Or they rescue nonsense that we've been hearing over the last how many years. Today, where is it?
Oh my God, that's
Today,
so yeah, you don't do that, Chief. Capo
well,
listening.
I'm glad. I'm glad there's a representative from the rescue people here, so that I can direct my. You're being a complete failure with water administration,
All right.
like I
We'll go
predicted
topic by
on this
topic.
very show. Let me stop interrupting me. Let me finish. Let
No,
me finish.
I will.
Stop interrupting me.
We can't do that tonight.
Stop interrupting me. Let's have a civil discussion. You can defend yourself and your people, but you can't censor what I'm going to say. Your government, I sat on a very show a few months ago, and I'm the only Liberian that said Joseph Walker is nothing but a failure, and he will be a failure, and he's incompetent, and it will also be very corrupt. What happened to the yellow machine today? Where's the businessman? What happened to you? The private jets that he used to talk about. Now they're taking private jets. Okay, the budget millions of dollars a day they're taking. You go look at your university. It's a complete garbage. There's no desk. Look at schools around the country, and you're talking about buying planes for a president ineffective. I think he has not even able to give a proper press conference to explain to the Liberian people what's happening to the economy.
We got a mentor.
So that's what I'm here for.
Could I interrupt you a
That's what
bit?
I'm here for today. That the young people should rise up in our country against these dead weights and start following them. I told them 6 months ago there will be nothing but disgrace. Then the passing around, nothing, no plan, nothing. And we'll just keep going in this circle with the same recircle people. Look at all the Liberians professionals around the country today, engineers, professionals all around the country today, not put to use in our country. You got the same people there passing around, you know. When will we move forward? Then we should be yet supporting them and healing them. God help us. And God help some of you.
All right, Alex. Alex is back. Alex June is back. Thank you, Alex. Sylvester, welcome. Good to see you. We'll go to Tomalin and then we'll come back to Susan. But Susan, what I want you to be thinking about is, uh, 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 do you think if Senator Johnson has stayed with CDC, he would have experienced such deception that you talk about? But before we come to you, let's go to Tomalin and then we'll come back to Susan, and then we'll go to Sylvester.
First, let me say welcome, Suzanne. It's good to see you. Uh, Thank you for agreeing to come. I know as guest panelists to share your platform with us too, and make everything interesting. It's good to see you, and I can tell that your presence is felt here. I can see in all form and shape, and that's good. As I was telling you the other day, I said whatever you do, it will be reviewed when time comes. I think you've seen some of the evidence of it now. But it's good to see you. And it's all about Liberia, for the greater good of Liberia. And also, let me just say too, a disclaimer, the statement made by Alex Jones about the president is not this platform position, not the platform view. It's his personal view. I would
Thank
never
you.
I would never wish any death or anything on anybody, even my greatest enemy. I would never do that. So to speak, the president of the republic. Bible says, as a Christian, the Bible says we should reverence God and our leaders and so forth. So I take that seriously. But with that said, there are lots happening in Nima County, and Nima is very nice. It's a trending topic, uh, especially with the fact that there's a by-election in the next 90 days. NEC will soon be announcing the vacancy, official vacancy. And Susan is here. She's from Nimba. It's good that you're here to help us uh, to help us look at what's happening in Nima and everything. Like Peabody said earlier, the MDR is seen to be on a sort is on them. The youth chairman was fired today at Labor Ministry, and mind you, MDR chairman is the Minister of Labor, and then the other guy from NSA, his firing. I mean, maybe perhaps they could have given him a warning or maybe suspend him, for the fact that he comes from and a part of the alliance, the UP alliance. But to fire him, I heard that also his son is son of Prince Johnson. So it makes it very, very interesting. But it's interesting because we're going to see what happens, because before the show started today, we heard that there's rumor now that Prince Johnson, that was, as we indicated on our platform last week, there might be that Prince Johnson's
Why somebody got to mute?
Can somebody mute themselves, please,
Can
guys?
somebody mute?
Yeah, hearing that his wife, Prince Johnson's wife, might enter the race, and that we start to see news of it coming up today. And the question is, Susan, let me ask you, if she comes in the race now, look what's happening. We got the vice president. He's a sitting vice president. He's the highest ranking Nima official in the government, and now he's not a member of the MDR because the Unity Party rule says that before you run on a ticket, you must be part of the party. So he joined the UP prior to the guy announcing as VP candidate. So now, with that being said, if they say the VP, the lead senator's wife, decides to run, I personally, I was telling many packet today. I said I don't see him supporting somebody else because your hands are tied. Even Koga is related to the late senator. So, what do you think will happen if, so to speak, Madam Johnson decided to run to say, I want to finish my husband's term? I'm a member of the MDR. So, what do you think will happen?
I mean, it is a hard one, knowing that, for me, I like to speak the truth. And that's one thing you guys know me for. Um, it is a hard one, but here is it, knowing my Nima people and my little experience I've had with the politics, the Liberian politics. I mean, she will get some type of support, but then would the support be as to something that she's going to win with? I'm not sure about, because knowing that she's not from Nimba, and that position that Prince Johnson had is more of the Geo side of things. So I don't know if she's going to win or not, Timothy Judge. So that's a hard one. And talking about Jeremiah Kun, it's probably going to be hard for him, because this woman is going to run, knowing her relationship with the former president, President Weah. I still call him my president, by the way, President Weah. And where she's from, I can definitely predict on this platform today that I don't see Kun supporting her. I
But
don't
let me,
think it's going to be so hard for him to say, oh, Kun is somebody who want, like right now, his whole aim is about being the godfather of Nima, even though he has whatever position that he has, and he just want to control things. So I think he's most likely going to get somebody that he thinks that he's going to control, or that will be able to help him with 2029 election. That's what I think is going to happen, Tamili.
but let me just weigh in a second time, because I know we had a
Mm-hmm.
back, chat room. We had a back and forth today with other people in the chat room, and it was back and forth with that. But guess what I'm looking at. For the last 20 some odd years, this woman has been the wife of Prince Johnson. They've been in Nima back and forth. So the people in Nima knows her well. The fact of the matter is that seat is Prince Johnson's seat, but it's occupied by the Movement for Democratic and Reform, Prince Johnson's party. So she's a member of the party. So if the party said to put him forward to maintain the seat, to complete the term of her late husband and for the senator, I mean, the question is, mind you now, Prince Johnson, even though he's dead, but he saw the funeral that they held for him. that funeral, if I wasn't alive, but somebody told me say that funeral was almost close to like the late Tubman's funeral, because they kind of a whole month they gave him to celebrate his passing. So with all that said, uh, even in death, it is believed that he's still strong in death. For instance, look at Charles Taylor. Charles Taylor being in jail for how many years? People are still predicting that if Taylor comes to Liberia today, he will win, because people believe that he's still powerful. And now with Prince Johnson's passing, and with the fact that the MDRF that they are being taken advantage of, they are officials that Prince Johnson put, all the people that they firing, so these are people that Prince Johnson recommended to the government to a point, and they are removing them from there. You know, the party right now, they're not happy. So if the party decides to support her, and the question would be, because if the VP, I'm sure he has political ambition. So the question would be, do I keep her of it, or do I support this lady, or support a UP candidate or somebody else? Because in doing so, it's like now the country will be divided. So now it'll be between his group and the MDR. And mind you, a president, the woman from Grand Crew originally, but a president, we have to endorse and support her. He's another political force. So it will be a tough thing. So I don't know, but I just believe that if she decides to run, I believe she will be a formidable force, a formidable candidate.
Well, let's see. I can't say much on that, but I'm also hearing other names like Garrison Yelu. So for me, it will be a very smart moves if my president, kind of endorse both. I don't know if that would be some type of good idea, like endorsing Garrison and her. I think, but let's see how things let's just watch the process, Tamale Judge. Let's see yeah. I watch the process.
Good to see
I'm not
you.
going to say much on that because we're like I'm still following the process. So let's wait and see.
All
Yeah.
right, just before Sylvester comes in, I ask you a question, and then let me ask you this, okay? The recent situation at the Capitol building, the fire. Uh, Now the speaker, I understand they have they want to question him, even though he's still the speaker. They're trying to remove him, and today they came out again and said they want to have an investigation with him. They want to talk to him. The police want to talk to him and all that. What do you think? What is going on here, Susan? What do you know about it, or what you think? Anything you want to share on that?
Yes, I also want to say this. Since Mr. Bwaka came to power, it has been chaotic. It has been problems everywhere. And for the fact that he took this man out of his position and forcing this speaker that we do not know from anywhere on us, coming to making problems to indict this man. I mean, it's just clear how evil this old man is. He's so evil. Can you, like, the last time again they said that they were going to arrest Foko because Foko made a statement out of frustration. Do you think in your right mind that Foko will say I will set this, like he had a plan to do something and come out verbally on a radio station to say such a thing? People who have hidden plans, they hide it and do it. But the guy spoke out of frustration. Bloom, they say, oh, Foko, Foko, Foko. How come we don't even have any type of camera at that Capitol building? We don't have anything to pick up anything. So you're just going around out of hatred and picking at people just because you have this type of hatred in your heart and you want to revenge. That's all I'm seeing here. And when I woke up this morning, I saw that there was another fire outbreak again at the place today. So I mean, something is not right. And I don't think the blame should be on the speaker or any of our sedition officials. I feel like that's just some personal attack from Boaka and his so-called policemen.
All
Honestly
right,
speaking.
right, right. Okay,
Mhm.
Sylvester. Yeah. You finished, Susan? Okay, let's go to Sylvester and then we'll go to Lofa. Sylvester, you read about the same thing we talked about yesterday. They about bringing charges, about wanting to talk to them, question them, and all of that, and it finally came out today. What do you think? I mean, I'd like to hear your let you
But
chime
Dr.
in.
Peabody, time to time, I've now been basically, I would normally do a projection of what's going to happen. We political pundits will sit and analyze the issue, and I love how we refer to us sometimes politician. But I'm going to subpoena. We're going to subpoena him in the organism money to stop that politician statement. But on a more serious note, it was something that I predicted that would have happened, and but I do support. Listen, people, we whenever we speak equity, and our heading should be absolutely clean, and that's the basic of talking about equity. I will to invite people for an investigation or investigative process. It's not a wrong thing. It's an open procedure in an open democracy. So, but the fact that we smell those things coming and we announced it, and now it came to fruition. We only hope that the government will stick to the process of the investigation issue and keep within the statutory period. Because if you conducting certain investigations, do have limits to those investigations. Other than that, the lawyers of those individuals will come forward and projecting you comparing you to other discharge their client or charge them, if you will, in terms of it. But it is in the scope of the government to do what they are engaged in currently, and we hope that there will be a very stable and clear line investigation in this process, ensuring that we come to some finality in this fire saga at the house. Now, the last time when the chief came on this show, remember I asked him some question, right? We all asked him a lot of question, and the chief completely ruled out some of the speculation or those speculative information that was spreading around the place. And the chief clearly said there's no possibility that one will come over investigation. So they'll definitely come out and say it was awesome and the rest of that. But different aspect of that. What forensic mechanism were deployed by the team to do that? So I will allow those guys to move in and get in a year to the investigation. For instance, if Soko said, I'm going to set this place on fire, again, that's a reason for anyone to invite in for investigation. That's a serious reason for that. Now, in the space of these things, investigators will want to find clue to move on. But that's not reason that he will be culpable. Is there a reason that you'll be invited? Did you say you're going to do this? Did you do it? Now, so you want to see some line in terms of his skill of responding to it, and then you will use that. Sometimes you discharge him and say, hey, I don't think he just said this out of frustration, and we want him, hey, if you don't have any clue or evidence that you have to push him up. Let me move on to this Nimba County process. I have predicted, I'm not Nimbayan, but I have taken a lot of time in the country to study Nimba politics. I have predicted moving forward, and this is what's going to happen. We're going to have a Gil candidate winning these elections. It's one thing I will outrightly state this. If you see the demographic of Nimba, the Manon, the GOP, there was a time Prince Johnson, in the presence of the late Senator Kupi, someone I referred to as my mentor that just passed, in his office, it was in 2009 when Prince Johnson told the former Nimba Senator Adolphus Doro that will ensure that you will not return to this place. He brought Thomas Kupi from here in America. He made Thomas Kupi senator. Now he was an extraordinarily powerful person, but the Gio portion of Nimba County, gentlemen and ladies, is very huge. It's about 65,
That's true.
68% of the population. So they comment there too much of influence there. So we wait to see how the whole thing gonna go. But George Weah,
Mhm.
the former president cannot endorse two persons at the same time. No, he will just have to do one. Yes. So I listened to our guest panelist saying Joe Weah should endorse the woman endorse the no. You cannot in politics you cannot endorse two persons at the same time. That is off the track. You either endorse one, you go for one who is I endorse this person, and then because if you endorse two persons, you are now conflicted, right? And no politician, senior politician will ever do that. So he either go and endorse either Gongloe or endorse one of those that supported him, Garrison Yolu. So Garrison Yolu, they support the
Embarrassing.
campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah, Garrison Yolu, if you will, in the process. So these are things that the people quickly we want to move in. The last thing I thought to project was basically the statement from our own dear brother. Alex, we all been on the show for time, and I admire you a lot. You're a progressive person, but sometimes it's good to be a little bit decorous in terms of your expose and the rest of that. To come out and cast those kind of unfortunate comments towards a leader of a country or a human being, it's very unfortunate. Listen, if you were to say that, then I would think, because we all got father, grandfather, mothers, and all of things. Even we have people we refer to as father figure. If anyone were to say that to a father figure related to you or related to you, or rather, you wouldn't take it lightly. So to come and cast those kind of dumb day statement on particularly the leader of a country and someone that is capable of being your father, it's kind of unfortunate. I hope you ask for some forgiveness and repent on those kind of a statement and go and sin no more. But yeah, here's what I would say to you on the process. I will always urge you, Alex, to stick to the policy issue. Don't laugh. He laughing.
Because
Go and sin no more, yeah. Nobody make out of weird. You gotta go and sin no more. But yeah, Mr. They quick and conclude here. Right? You go and sin no more. Let's stick to the policy issue to and Alex, let's stick to the policy issue and of the rest of that. And let me count on you and call you this time around. And if you don't have the means, you say you started process again, like bro. For the past 30 years, they going like bro, you can go, right? And I will hope this time around you should muster up the courage and move back to the country. But let's stick to the policy issue. Attack the Unity Party on the policy, but don't attack the president that he's going to happen to him.
okay,
That's unfortunate. Thank you.
can I respond, please? Can I
No, no,
respond,
no,
please,
no,
to
no.
what
Let,
the
let,
Let
let
panelists?
ask you to
Lofa,
repent.
come on. We'll come
Yeah,
back to you.
just ask you to repent.
Okay.
No responding to you.
Oh, you scared now? You running away?
I
You
cannot
throw
run for you. You
snow
know
and then
that.
you run away?
You know.
I'm coming back for you.
I cannot run for you. You know that.
So, Susan and everybody else, welcome to the show. Great to see you here. I see that this political joining of yours, even though something you you claim that you are a little bit afraid of, but I see that you are, you know, a full blown politician at this point. How is it going? Let's start our conversation like that. How is the whole political endeavor coming out for you?
It's not easy though. The insult is too much, but hey, we keep pushing. And I have people like yourself and the rest behind closed door that always motivating and talking to me. Hey, Susie, you're doing well. So that alone is quite encouraging. The fact that every day when I wake up, get some type of text message in my inbox where somebody is thanking me for the hard work and appreciating my efforts. That shows that I'm making some type of impact despite the insult. And this is why I always tell the rescue children, with all the insults, my fine skin not leaving me, my beautiful face is not leaving. You just talking, say whatever you want to say. It's the internet. Come and vent what you want to vent, but I'm still going to be here forever. For the next 5 years, yeah, we'll still see Susie here till we get the right things happening. Yeah.
Great. So, regarding the Nima County politics, I know you reference a couple people that you believe should be considered to replace Senator Prince Johnson. Um, my question here, though, coming from an advocate for yourself and now politician, I would think that you have analyzed the political domain in Nima County, and you are thinking for yourself and about other young women who would like to also participate in politics in Liberia. Now, considering that we must diversify politics to some extent, where we have a lot of women representation, but not only to have people representing uh, um, representing the women because of their gender. It should be qualified, competent women, and not only based on tribal line. Have you ever thought of considering your support for a person like Madam Edith Gongloe, who comes with a wealth of knowledge and understanding of Liberian politics, and is indeed educated to truly represent the image of Liberian women once it comes to politics in Lima County?
Yes, Lofa. I mean, Madam Edith is somebody that I respect. She's like a big sister to me, and she has been in the landscape of politics for a very long time, and no, it comes with knowledge and experience. Um, she also went through. I think she ran against, I think, Jeremiah Kuhn. So um, definitely, I wouldn't mind supporting her because she's a woman, and not just being a woman, she's a very experienced woman. However, I think we spoke about this couple of, I think about a year now ago on my platform. You and myself, we were against this whole tribal politics. We spoke about it, and
Right.
that's something, Lofa. I mean, we cannot change that. And like my dear brother said here, he this election are coming out, he actually see was somebody from the Gill Belt winning. Um, Sometimes it's good to wake up to reality. I don't want to just sit here and just pretend not accept the truth, even though we want things to be done the like different way. Like you and myself here, we spoke against this. I am against the whole tribal stuff, and that was the reason why I've been supporting President Weah. I could follow Prince Johnson's statement that he made, the list Prince Johnson's statement when he said, no matter our own here, we got to go behind our own. But I decided to support President Weah because I don't believe in that whole stuff. But the reality here is that that's what's going to happen. Okay? Somebody for the Gil Bell will win it. However, if my big sister come forth and say, I want to get into the race as a woman, yes, definitely, I would love to support her as well. But I'm
Great,
pretty sure she knows too. Uh-huh. Yeah.
great. So, all right, I think that's it. But Dr. Peabody, in closing, you regret the fact that Senator Prince Johnson, you blame his death on the rescue mission. You regret that he
Hmm.
ever decided to support the rescue mission? Have any regrets about that?
Of course. A whole lot of regret. I mean, today he's no more because he decided to support the rescue mission. I don't care what people say, oh, Susie, you know what? It was the man time. That man complained. He was degraded. Even if it was his time to go, but the way in which the rescue mission degraded him. Why would Senator Prince Johnson be going to Darius DeLong and be asking for a job? A whole senator, somebody that the Nima people refer to as their hero, going to Darius DeLong to beg. So yes, the rescue mission, the reason why I'm not really pointing fingers at Joseph Boaka is because Kun was the person that the senator was fighting for. So he is the person that I am pointing fingers at, not Joseph Boaka. So yes, Kun is the one responsible for the death of PYJ.
Wow.
And I
Wow.
stand by that statement. I'm not taking it away. And I regret the fact that he did not listen to us. Let me just go in before Dr. Peabody come
Yeah,
in.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Senator, yeah, Senator Prince Johnson, when he was with the CDC government, from what I heard, information behind closed door, every time that man actually reached out to maybe Samuel 12 or Nathaniel Magay, There was some type of assistance, support that they were giving to him financially. In the last recording, he stated that Kun gave him 5,000. Kun told him, say, hey, that 5,000 here, go get yourself a lawyer. How can you degrade somebody who took you from selling and stretch card? This man took you from selling stretch card. You degraded this man. So yes, if he was with the CDC, he was going to be alive by this time, and he was still going to be the hero for Nima. But unfortunately, he decided to put his own son there, and his own son decided to betray him. So
Thank you.
yes, thank you.
Oh wow. I mean, and today, I want to move on to today again. We saw the fire the sitting director NSA, and then the fire the guy from the Ministry of Labor. Uh, do you think? Okay, and then from there we'll go to Alex Jones. Do you think, Susan, that they're going to fire more people? I know you talk to people in the background and stuff like that. What are you hearing from the other guys?
The first one from Labor today?
Yes.
Yeah.
One of the ministers?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I think the only time Jeremiah Kun will fire anybody when that person make any attempt to speak out to the public, like that young man that decided to speak. So right now they're trying to silence people as much as they can. Like I said earlier, when you asked me this, I think you asked me a question like this previously. I just got off the phone. The guy was like, he was forced to give out an apology. I think you guys saw the letter. So that was Kun's way of making fool out of him. So once the apology letter came out, and then that's how he fired this guy.
You
So
know, yeah, go ahead.
I'm not sure. Yes, I'm not sure if if they will. I think once you try to make any attempt to speak or say anything against Kun will come for you. That's what I know for sure. Yes.
Alex, let's go to you, Susan. I know you a guest panel. We got to bring you back here, as a special guest. You got to come, John. Anytime you want to come on the show, you work on come
Okay.
back on the show and be part of the show. This everybody's show. Anytime you want to come back. But I want to ask you about. I'll hold my question until the guys, and I'll bring it back to you. Alex, chime in. We're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let me address a couple of issues here. First with Susan. Susan, I think you're a very intelligent lady. Um, you happen to live in the West, from what you said. You happen to also say that you're against tribalism. So I kind of get a little bit of respect for anyone who can say that, because that's the only way our country is going to move forward. That's the only way we're going to develop. If we put aside this stupid tribalism thing, where somebody from your county so they can't do no bad. If they did bad, then all of a sudden, their sins wash away because of your family. And I said that in the same breath to say to Sylvester, if my father or grandfather take over a country and he's useless and he's corrupt and he caused the lives of other people, then he should die the same way. Okay? We got to get away with this nonsense, or because this person that you're this and that you're that. Because at the end of the day, when 250,000 people die in Liberia, we're not about one county or one family or everybody. The whole country suffer. And I don't see that kind of leadership in our people today. Everybody's still talking about county, talking about people, and rather than talking about policy. You say, let's talk policy. Okay, let's talk policy. What's the GDP of Liberia? What's the improvement in employment in Liberia over the last 10 years? Look at it, the teen-age pregnancy in Liberia. Look at the mortality rate in Liberia. Let's talk about policy. How police people can talk simple policy? So the only thing they can talk about is individual. Sylvester. And you talk about the Bible. Yes, the Bible did say those who are wicked will die. Go and read the Bible. What Israel doing right now? Why you don't criticize Israel for assassinating people who supporting terrorism all the way in another country or calling for the death. Or you can talk about America that also will assassinate somebody if they consider that person wicked. So that Alex Jones, the only person we should see wicked people passing around, stealing the country money, taking money from other babies' mouths, buying cars, buying houses, and then you shouldn't talk about them because it's so important to hell with them. Okay, I don't care. My prayer is their sins to catch up with them, and I wish tomorrow morning if I get them and any one of them are dead, I will rejoice because the ordinary suffering people in Liberia, their lives are not better than them. So say, yeah, don't vote for me. I don't care. But there's somebody should have a heart, and
So
somebody should stand up
where
for
you going for the
your
voting for
thing.
you?
You just shut up, awesome. That's I need to be talking.
Where you going for the
Alice,
voting for
Because
you?
your own, you say that your own, all you do is support one bad corrupt person after the other person. So we're not even talking about you. So let me talk with serious people. So Susan, I respect you, but you can't come in the same breath and talk about, we should get away with tribalism. And the same thing, you adore someone who is all sanctioned for corruption, someone who's participated in war economics activity. I don't care if you're uncle from your team. The best you can do is say nothing. Because when you say you're against tribalism, but then you're supporting somebody simply because you're from your tribe and you know the heinous thing that it did, then you contradict yourself. So I hope that we all, the new generation, we that live in the West, nobody celebrating Hitler in Germany. Nobody talks good about Hitler because why he caused the death of millions of people.
Alice,
So therefore, people don't lift him up. When the stupid people will look at somebody and see the destruction,
Man,
see the
you
activity.
on air, man. You gotta be decorous, man. You
Alice,
on
No, my man, shut
Alice,
up. So
no,
that's my
listen,
thing with
Alice,
you,
listen. No, we gotta
Suzanne.
call you to order. I come in, man. Before you
That's
come
the
in,
thing.
we gotta call you to order. Listen,
No,
listen.
please,
You gotta speak.
Sylvester, let him
Listen, no,
finish
no, no,
speaking.
no.
You can
You have
speak.
to
All
speak. No,
right.
no, 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 no.
Mhm.
Listen, other people listen here. You have to
Start
speak.
interrupting. You
You
used
have
to
to
do the
speak.
same thing
No, no,
on
no, no.
Team My Show.
I will,
Start interrupting
I will
when
interrupt
your
you.
panelist is talking.
I will
You
interrupt
got
you
you're a
if your
diplomat. You need to
language
let people
if your
finish.
language is
I use
offensive
no
to other
profanity. I
listening
use
people.
no
No, no,
profanity.
no,
Alex, we
no.
Because
gotta move on.
stupidity
Alex,
stupidity
we gotta
is
move
not a
on.
profanity.
Alex, we
No, no,
gotta
no.
move
Listen,
on.
we need to respect the
Okay.
platform. We just have to respect
Yes,
the
but
platform.
stupidity is not profanity.
Yeah, we just have to respect
I show
nonsense.
you
This,
where I
that.
show you
I mean,
study English.
let me decorous, please. That's what I want to say to you.
Let me decorate. What does that mean?
I mean, our language should be plain, respectful, and not demeaning.
Okay, so then how you're gonna contradict and to have a discussion if you claim that what I'm seeing is
No,
demeaning?
listen,
Alex,
listen.
Alex, we
There are
gotta
a
go
lot of
on though.
social
We got
media
time.
platforms that are straight.
Yeah, but you're letting the man
Those kind of
interrupt the
languages
show,
have come
interrupt
out.
the
So listen,
panelists.
if we are on the
When he was
radio,
talking, nobody interrupt.
if we are on the
Every time I
radio,
come on the
no, no,
show,
no, no, no,
yeah,
no, 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 no.
no,
But
but to
listen,
stop
Dr. Peabody,
interrupting.
you moderating the show. I shouldn't be the one
Stop,
being
but
yeah.
stop interrupting.
The man should
All right,
stop
If
Alex.
you
it.
want to have a discussion, you want to have a discussion, you want to have a
This
debate, let's
guy,
go for
this
it.
guy, this guy, this guy does not
Alice,
discuss straightforward without using
Alice,
profanity. It's
I
wrong.
I never use
Alice,
any profanity on the air, but I
when
will
you
I mean,
use
say,
it's not
Alex,
harsh
clean.
Alice,
language. And you can't tell me how to
Alice,
speak.
when you say stupidity, that means you're referring to our mothers and fathers of Nima. Because, like I said at the beginning of the show, people like yourself might see Prince Johnson as a warlord and whatever it is, but our mothers and our great parents see him as their hero. Liberian politics in the days of Prince Johnson, whatever that happens in the war, I'm not here to explain to the public that Prince Johnson was a this person or that person to me. I never said I supported Prince Johnson. I never said I supported Prince Johnson. I said I was against his decision. And the reason why I'm coming after Jeremiah Kuhn is because of the level of betrayal that Jeremiah Kuhn was able to give him. This is my point. This is
But
not
but
about
Suzanne,
supporting Prince
Suzanne,
Johnson.
Suzanne,
Yeah,
Suzanne, let's have a
yeah.
discussion
So
here, right? You're
don't be
not
talking
saying,
about
listen, nobody,
stupidity.
no, not yet.
Talking about stupidity. That means you're calling out my mothers and
Susanna
my
there.
father's name as
Eh,
you're referring to them as stupid.
And that's not what I'm saying. I'm asking for your own view on the show. You should know better.
Mm.
You live in the West, you're educated. If my mother never went to school in Liberia and she never know the difference, it's my
Mm-hmm.
responsibility to help her. So you in a position, you are well informed to say, you know what? Yes, this man may be from this place, but look what he did. The NSC man betrayed the president and slaughtered him and put his body on camera. What do you have to say about that? So you're not talking about all the
Alex,
betrayal. Only
I
Jeremiah
don't
Kunle
have
betrayal you're talking
anything.
about. So that
Yeah,
means let be
I don't
even
have.
handed.
No,
Let
Alex,
be
no,
even
Alex, I
handed.
don't have.
Alex, we gotta move
Alex,
on,
I
bro.
do not have anything to say about that because I don't want to go into the dirty world. Because there are other people who believe that what Prince Johnson did, he did it for a purpose. So you, myself here, will not come in to come say something that will
But
leave
you
a
hear
statement
when
that
you come
people
on
will
a
use
show,
against.
Suzanne, when you come on
Do
a
not
show
come.
and you
Alex,
start to
Mm-hmm.
praise, let me make this last point. Let me make this last
Alex,
point. When you come on a show,
Yes.
there were people, mothers,
Mm-hmm.
there were people, sons, there
Mm-hmm.
were people, daughter who are grieving today because of Prince Johnson. You know that. So
Mm-hmm.
why, if those people should be grieving and you are celebrating his
And there
life,
are people,
why do you? What makes you think now? Hold
mother,
on. What makes you think that those people too don't have hearts and those people too, their pain and their suffering is not as important as your mother and father in the country? What makes you think? So
And
don't say
quickly,
anything if you don't have
listen,
anything to say.
Alex. There are also people. There
Alex,
are also people
there are
across the
also
country
people
And
that
I
are
demanding
grieving
condemn,
right now.
and
they are
therefore we
demanding
should
Alex,
condemn,
guys, one at a time.
and
Alex,
therefore,
Alex,
the
and
whole
one at
world
a
together
time.
need to
Alex,
listen.
one at a time, guys.
right.
Let's get the message across.
It's
okay,
just
let me fully close my point. And
yeah, but hold on,
therefore,
Alex, we
we
gotta
should
move on.
condemn all people who have
Exactly.
involved themselves. And
Yeah.
that's what
Okay.
I do.
And I
You don't
agree
hear
with
me
that.
talking praises. You don't hear me talking praises about Unity Party or George Weah because they all are damn corrupt. But if you
Okay.
come and talk about one side and you want to lead the other side, then I have a problem with your integrity.
Okay.
So all the people who participated, whatever child said, oh, my cousin or Agnes said, I condemn her. Okay? Because what she participated in was wrong. I don't care. So that's what we as young people, we as people who should be the future generation, that's what we should be teaching our people, the younger generation, that you don't stand behind one side and then the other side you say, oh, I'm
That
not,
you see
I don't
the
care
Alex,
about
younger
it.
Alex, let's
generation
get
don't
that
also
All right,
conversation.
guys,
forget.
Peabody
guys,
got to take control. Yeah.
guys, let's
So
move on now.
please.
Okay, let's move on. All right, we calm down. Good to see you, City Kid. Let me
Can I
ask you.
just come in for a bit before we
Yeah,
move
sure.
on? I want to say something to Alex.
Come in.
Alex, in as much as we want to teach the younger generation, we cannot also forget our history. I'm not going to say here, and this is one thing I've been avoiding not to speak on because, like I stated clearly when I came on this platform, I said, others like yourself, you see Prince Johnson as a warlock. When I did my post just 2 days ago, when I posted that video about Henry Costa, when he spoke about Boaka betraying Prince Johnson, I had this young man that came into my inbox and said, Susie, do you know Prince Johnson saved my life? Henry does not know what he's saying. So, in as much as I respect your view and what you see, that's not what everybody else see. People are watching this podcast and some might agree with your what you think Prince Johnson is or how you look at him. And others might agree with me as well. So I respect your standpoint. I respect your view, but you also need to respect my view and my standpoint. I'm not going to come here and sit there
Susan,
and say, oh, Prince Johnson was a warlock because I didn't
Susan,
experience the war. Yes.
Susan, we all are entitled to our point of view, but we are not entitled to facts. It's a fact that Prince Johnson decapitated Samuel Doe and put him on camera. That's not my view.
Oh my
He
God.
caught the
Alex,
man.
let's not
Hold on,
go
yeah.
there,
He
please.
caught
Alex,
the man.
Alex,
Hold on, hang on, yeah, yeah.
Let's
no,
So that's not my. That's not. And
Alex,
what
Hey,
I'm
guys,
saying,
Alex,
into a
and that
dialogue.
makes him listen,
Alex,
and
Alex,
that makes
wait.
him
Alex,
listen,
let's
and
not do
that
that.
makes him a
Alex,
war criminal.
Alex,
Alex,
we will not do that. We have,
Alex,
I think we're having
Alex,
an entire
can we
group of
not go
people
there
here.
because
Let's not do that.
there is a
Then
video
let's
that
leave the
Penny
Prince
on
Johnson thing and let's discuss policy. But if you come here and talk
we're
about
not going
somebody who
to
committed
Alex,
crimes,
stop. hmm
all
Alex,
right.
we're going to stick on Prince Johnson topic. Any question that I'm being asked, so now I'm going to answer it. I'm not here for that. So,
Switzerland?
in
Yeah,
as much as you see Prince Johnson as a warlord, other people see Prince Johnson as their hero. Let's accept that and move forward.
all right. Susan, let me ask you. Then we'll go to City Key. Do you still see
Mhm.
Jeremiah as popular in Nima?
But I still see Jeremiah Kuna the people VP now, so in popular. What can I say? But the only thing right now, uh, the popularity that he has, he got it from PYJ. So he's making a lot of mistakes. The fact that the statement that he made when he went out there after what's this man name? Is it Senator Yumley, the senator that spoke from what's his name again?
Or from
Oh,
Granty there?
Yaya Nimle.
yeah, yeah, namely, he came out lying, saying, "Oh, the papi wanted to do it." So yes, I'm not going to take that from him. With the support of my president, he was able to gain popularity through the Senate, and Prince Johnson was able to give him that opportunity. So yes, he has his popularity in him. We're not going to take that from him. So I'm not going to say here and lie that oh, Jeremiah Queen is not popular. Obviously, he's the people VP. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Siddiqui, welcome on board, Siddiqui. You've been following the show. You've been following what happened. Now they have fired two people in the government. The police said they want to speak to a few lawmakers. We saw the Jeremiah Cone. They from the majority block. I don't. I'm trying to muster my word not to call him Speaker Cone. So that's what I'm trying to from the majority block with his $80,000 car parking in the legitimate speaker's block now and say that he's the speaker and all of that. So I want you to chime in here. You've been following the happening in Liberia. I want you to chime it out. And then if you have any question for
Yeah, good evening, everyone. It's kind of morning on my end, so it's good. I'm following, yes, and I've been able to draw down some points. So I just want to quickly respond to. Yes, I agree with some of the things you said, Alice. Specifically when it comes to some of the politicians being able to succeed in keeping our people. Just today, let me out of you. A 17 years old young man, a talented footballer in the division, like, lost his life on his way to Ghana. And this guy was playing for, you know, one of the first division team. He sustained injury. They took him to GFK. No medical. They took him to Cali Hospital. No medical equipment. So they recommended to take this guy to Ghana. So the was to go to Ghana. While this 17 years old man lost his life simply because we lack certain health, or facility in our. This is a sad situation we are faced with. And so when Ellis spoke about people like Jeremiah Kong, people like Joseph George, how they, to the death of a lot of young people, to the living condition they have subjected our people to. Look at what happened today at the Ministry of Labor. Just because a young man expressed himself, and then the next thing you do, you issue him a letter, terminated his contract. And we see that as being normal in our country. But Ellis, I also want to disagree with you. You say you want to be president, but you don't sound presidential. If you come on a show and you other
Sorry.
people simply because you disagree with them, that is very, very unfortunate. I don't even know what would be your message. And by the way, my question I have tonight will specifically go to Ellis. I've followed Ellis over the years. Ellis found pleasure in disrespecting this. Ellis always go on a show, on a podcast, rain insult at Mr. Cummings all of the time. I hear Ellis talk, I'm running for president 2029. Look, Alex, the only thing the perfect case because you are low educated and you don't come and insulting women. But the same way perfect key come and insult people, that's the same way you do. And you come and say you want to be president of Liberia. So how will you feel, Alex? If a young man is making come in the garden, and all I do, all of the issues that we are confronting,
President, in your basement.
I leave all those things and just come on you, Alex, and insulting you, attacking you, questioning your credibility, even though I don't know you. How will you a presidential candidate, according to you? And these are some of the things we should be diminishing in our society. People like Alex should not even have they want to be president in Liberia. You know, people keep passing around say he's the next senator in Nima County. And that's why the last time I told you guys that Liberia is not a normal country. Because in a normal society, you know, people who have decency, people who have, you know, what it takes to transform and make a form of different lives of people will be stepping forward. But not people like others who will not express. People were saying others will never come on a show and express himself in a favor way without disrespecting other people. How will you come and say, I wish Joseph Boakai dead? All of us that we don't support Boakai. But don't wish him dead. That is beyond politics. You don't do that. And you say you want to be president? You think that everybody will support you? So people who disagree with you, Alice, they must say you think that is fair? I think this is wrong. Our politics should not go that far. And so I watch you disrespecting Mr. Cummings most of the time during the 2022 election. Mr. Cummings have done nothing to you. You have contributed absolutely nothing to bring the Liberia to where they are today. But you continuously sit in America and rain insult on this man who have done absolutely nothing to you or nothing to the country, but instead invest to make a difference in the country. So how will you feel when other people are doing the same to you? You projecting yourself as a so-called candidate. That is my question, Ellis.
All right, thank you. Very good question. First of all, can you give me one example where I've used an insult on anybody?
I said, Mr. Cummings, you insulted
Okay,
Cummings.
so what is the insult that I used on Mr. Cummings? Please tell the audience.
At least 1 minute to respond to it. You shouldn't take most of the time, but you can talk.
So no, tell me because I'm sure everything recorded, everything written, my page is there. So show me because unless you don't know the definition of insult, so you tell the public now what word did I use that is an insult to Alice Cummings?
Ellis, I ask you a specific question.
I
How
thi-
will you feel?
I ask you a question too. I will answer your question, but I ask you a question too because you leveling allegation that is not true.
How will you
Okay, you
feel?
can't. You see, first of all, people that don't even belong on a platform. You just seen, man. Yeah, you have been on your show. You have invited me on your show. I've
Why you
been on
call?
your program doing the campaign time. You call me. You even called me and asked me for money before and all.
Look at
And you want to sit here and
look
now and make yourself look good on my insider comments. Do I need to use? Do I
Just,
look like I need?
you're,
You
you're,
think I know you very well. I can show. A text.
you're not
I got a text.
you're
You going around begging people for money.
See,
You
them
you
people
sit
that
there
beg
in
you for money.
Liberia
Stop
when
it.
people are out
Violate, man.
when people are out you are begging me for money before.
Stop it.
Asking for money,
You leave that stuff.
Yes, I can show the text.
Progress, man. You just stop the personal attack. You're not going to make progress.
It's not personal attack. It's a fact. Like I said, people need to be put in a place.
Okay.
So for the audience here, let me be respond to the man. For the audience here, let me just make it very clear. First of all, I do not need to use one profanity, all right, to go after any politician in Liberia. I don't need to. I'm a very intelligent man. I can speak the English language very well. Okay. So if your idea is my description of facts that insult, then you need to go back to elementary school. What I said about Mr. Cummings was it was a wrong idea for him to support this or CPP. Was I not correct? Did the same useless CPP people from the Unity Party not go after him and try to put him in jail? Yeah, no fire. I did a whole series and I said Ellis Cummings was somebody that people look up to as somebody outside of Liberian corrupt politics. Do not join these corrupt people. Do not join these useless people. Is that an insult? Did I not prove to be correct?
Make it back and forth.
You know, you're used to people. You're used to people coming to be afraid because of political reasons. I'm no politician. I will speak my mind, speak the truth. I don't care whether or not political office in Liberia or what. Some of you that where you live for to jump behind people there because they can get your this and that thing. I'm here to make sure our country move forward, to make sure the young people like yourself get jobs so you can start baking people. But you won't sit there and be behind these useless politicians, all right? And then you won't come and blame somebody who's calling them out. Get a life.
Okay, Alex. So
Listen.
Alex,
Let me progress.
Alex, can
Let
I,
me
can I
progress. Right?
just ask Alex a question? Alex, do you
Sure.
regret the statement that you just made about Joseph Walker death?
My statement, you see,
No,
and
now
that's
I
why
get
it's
it, man. He was
sensational.
around here. It's too
Susan,
late.
Yeah,
you
yeah. Let me respond to that because that's very important. What I said all those who were
Somebody, can you take control
responsible,
of the show?
all
Let's see
those who were
what's happening
responsible
here, man.
for the destruction, death, and suffering of Liberia people, I wish them to more money together in the alive.
let me
If
progress.
Joseph included Joseph Walker and Ellie Joseph said,
okay,
so you want to make it into a Joseph Walker thing. I don't
Alex,
care whether he's president
Alex,
or not.
Let me
Alex.
progress.
He's a
Okay,
All right,
human being just like the
okay,
other people.
okay.
Now
Tomalin.
you're the one in Liberia, you're scared
Alex,
of BB
Alex,
people and corrupt
guys, I
BB
don't
people.
want
And
to
I'm
start
not.
muting people.
Let me
Guys, I don't
progress.
want to start
Guys,
muting
right
people.
now,
Let us
let me
conduct
So
progress.
our
put my
conversation.
statement in context. Put
Alex,
my statement in
Alex,
context.
You already
Alex.
said it. You
I
already
would
made a
hate to
comment.
start muting
Let
people.
me
Let us not
progress.
And
mute
yes,
people.
and I stand by the statement about those who responsible for the war in Liberia and the killing of other people, they self deserved.
Okay, we already made our disclaimer.
All right, I
Let
will
me
have to
progress.
start muting
Okay,
people
let me
now. I've
progress.
muted everybody until
Guys, let me
your
progress.
turn to speak.
Issue is
All
Sorry,
right.
simple.
guys.
You have to discuss the issue that matters, right? Look, I think there's a video going around now on social media about I think one of the Fadiga brothers wishing President we are different thing. I think I heard he tried to distance himself from it. Gotta be careful what we say today because these are things that go around. And if you listen to that video, I'm sure right now where he's sitting, I'm sure he really wish he didn't say all that stuff. Because I don't care how the video is so terrible, you want to listen to it, it's bad. So let's be careful what we say today. But guys, look, Liberia is at a crossroad. And there's a guy called the former education minister for Liberia, Honorable Madam Salif, Dr. George Weiner. He wrote something today, and what he wrote today, we all should be mindful of what's happening in Liberia today. And he's saying that the writing is on the wall, and it is true though. I want you guys to please comment on this issue. From what we're seeing right now, this just how crisis started in Liberia for us who were around 1990. It started to move into progressively until we heard about the child state of invasion in Liberia. Right now, take it or leave it. The MDR party was one of the parties, they were the strong party that supported President Baka to power, the UP Alliance. They were very effective and strong. Had PYJ not endorsed and put his party behind the UP, perhaps they won't be in power today. But what we have seen since the funeral of the late senator, who were considered as the godfather of Nima, the MDR was seeing the people that Prince Johnson put in position are now losing their jobs easily. Every day will go, something happening. And it's interesting, but we shouldn't overlook it. If you know the history of Liberia, when you think about the Grand Chile Nimba crisis between Kuyongba and Do, that just almost like some people are saying that they're seeing such a thing happening. Now, that's why it's very important, ladies and gentlemen, this election for Prince Johnson's seat, we should watch it very carefully. As far as they are concerned, they believe that seat belongs to MDR, and they will do everything to ensure that seat remains MDR seat. So I want you guys to weigh in that. Do you think that if the election in Nima is not handled carefully, if state election in Nima is not handled carefully, do you see if the people of the MDR party and Nima people feel that they are going against them, the government going against them, they will not say bad because they will tell you, say we did everything to put the people in power. Now, and honestly, PYG, one of the things I heard today, he wanted his school to be in the budget, and that doesn't happen. And like Susan said earlier, during the time he supported the CDC, and Eli Manasarif too, he had everything going for him. Just the last year now, when things didn't go well, especially when McGill wasn't in charge again, things went sour before they broke down. But do you foresee, Susan, I'll start with you. Do you foresee that if this issue is not handled well, that this could be a crisis that could spill all of Nimba into a greater part of Liberia too?
Yes, Tamale George, because right now the tension in Nima is a lot. The tension and the desperation is a lot. And the desperation is not coming from just our so-called politicians that want to take this position. It's also coming from the VP as well. He needs to put things under control. On the other hand, he's also if it's not handled properly, there will be tension. I can definitely say that because I don't know where now everybody is so desperate to get something. The desperation, especially from the VPN, wanting to endorse somebody that he want the person to win. Once this person win the election, okay, I'm going to be able to um go with this person in 2029. So that could be one thing that we really need to look out for. That is very, very important. So definitely that point that you raised is very important. We have to look into the election very carefully, this Spring Johnson stuff, because even from the day the late senator passed away, there was already fight in Ima for his position. That's to tell you how desperate people are at the moment. So yes, but I don't think anything will happen like war and I mean, Liberian people, they have taste peace at the moment, but I can see tension, like really terrible tension building up in Nima if care is not taken because of the level of desperation at the moment.
Yeah, okay. Pewee, you think if there's a division in a county that brings about division, do you think there might be an infighting between the Gil belt, I mean, like, and the Mano belt? You think there will be a fighting, especially for that seat? Because and also, which if there's an infighting, who will benefit from it?
Yeah, if there's infighting in particularly in Nimba also, the opposition will benefit from it. And which side of it, I want to believe for now, the major opposition is going to be the CDC until we have something coming up. But I think what I see coming, folks like Mr. Musa Belete, the rest of the folks on the outside are going to have a lot of influence tapping into Nimba. But yes, it's not going to actually affect the entire country in terms of having a conflict process, but it's going to be a very serious problem in Nimba. Now, if the process does not go well in Nimba with this Spring Johnson saga now, it will terribly affect the Unity Party in 2029 elections. That I can say for clear. That will be a process that may affect Kun. Now, Kun is not already a very popular figure in the country in terms of politically. He's not popular. He's not popular. He's not likable, right? So he will have to do some extraordinary things to project himself to the level that he can be appreciated as a realistic, independent presidential candidate. Now, part of the major reason that's unfolding in the country, people believe the only pathway he got to the presidency is for the president to resign before his term expire, and then he will get catapulted to the presidency, and then he's the president of Liberia. But if that does not happen, Mr. Bwaka ends this term, and with the margin order moving on, with the current performance base, it will significantly affect him. There will be an exponential hit towards the campaign moving forward, because if we're to judge the president by this performance up to 2027 or 2026, and the end of next year or end of 2027, trust me, the Unity Party is done. We're now going to be paying serious attention to what is going to happen to this opposition political institution, particularly the CDC. Now, if the CDC manage to recalibrate in a more effective way, they're going to help them project themselves very significantly in keeping with the coalition they're going to build. Is the coalition going to be focused on people's ability or not? But then what we're hearing from our end coming now, we may have sufficient time as the tail lane also to project a wide prospect for the country in terms of. And then one thing we're going to do now is we're going to tap into Nimba County. This frustration, this issue that's unfolding in Nimba, you need a major leader, a huge evolution that will evolve to take over the process happening in Nimba, take some stewardship in Nimba, and then capture this, and based on that, and move on. That's one of the things that's unfolding now. With the arbitrary dismissal shrinking around the area, is a very bad news, not a good news for the Rooney establishment. And this is to tell you that Kun himself is not in control, because this is what you can do as a very smart and respectful vice president and trying to serve as a deputy to your boss. What you do now, what he was to move to the president, yes, Mr. President, sometimes young guys they are all the exuberance in the way they do things. They were moved, they were pushed. We shouldn't allow this thing to drag off into a lot of optics. So let's seize on most of those guys, and the guy maybe they suspend this man. He should have done that for Nima. Move to the president, Mr. President, suspend him for 1 month as a deterrent to who beat travel pricing, right? If he had done that, sit down the president peacefully, because you're trying to avoid certain potential conflict that may just disintegrate the process that's unfolding in terms of NIMA coalition. The NIMA coalition is very vital and important. That's a county that got 300,000+ votes. You cannot rule them out in any election process, and that's what Prince Johnson was exceedingly popular, and there were avalanche of different motives behind the scene before, and people didn't pay key attention to those things. So ultimately, it's going to cause some problem for them if not well managed, and it's about time that they move. They have to do a leap now in trying to cross this in the middle. Why it stayed this time? Or not, if they allow this process and they struggle through the elections and MDR having to defeat them, that's a slap in the face of Kun. And then there will be a division. Trust me. We're going to seize on that and capitalize on that process and begin the process of
the tailing or CDC?
The tailing. We're going to use an option. Well, there's an element of co-option in politics. That co-opted element, that's what we're going to use. We'll co-opt them. And we're not going to call them, we'll co-opt them, right? And co-opt them and move and try to move on the process forward. So that's different maneuvering tactics going to unfold. And then we have to see how we can adjust to those things and engage them in a more tactical way. But it's a philosophical game that will have to be carefully managed.
Yeah, Robert, let's bring Robert in. Robert, you see the crisis. Nima is right now, I can tell you, if anybody who's following Nima politics, the countries, I see division coming. In fact, like somebody I read one of the guy posts profiling. He said, I agree with him, but maybe, he said, the party is undermining Fibiko indirectly, but he doesn't see it. And
yes, that's it.
Profiling, like, bro, I tend to believe that, because
and before Raul come in, he doesn't see it, and he's not working to prevent it.
Because if you, from what you said, you're not a member of the MDR anyway, but the idea, it was the MDR that helped propel and gave you to the Unity Party. Say, well, he's our candidate, so forth. But your partisans are being dismissed. And Prince Johnson, one of his concerns was he wanted to put the partisans in position to was strategic. The guy NSA, you are just a man. The man said they ain't had it. What he did too, the chief of staff, he put and said, man, these are places you were taking different way. And then after his death, he found out that these guys are, and mind you now, here's the interesting thing. The guy who held NSA is from Nimba, guy who held Labor Ministry from Nimba, and they have dismissed two of the partisans for MDR. What are you thinking, man?
Listen, it's great to be here. First thing I want to start with is that, Joseph Boakai indicated that he was a part car under Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, and basically insinuating that he basically had no power. Now, I'm not sure what kind of voice the vice president has within the political dispensation of our country, but it seems like Corn is slowly turning into a buck, right? And if anyone strategically thought that having Corn as VP was to give the people of Nima the voice outside of just being the closest to the presidency, did not strategize properly. I also see what's happening with the craziness that is happening in Nima is that our leaders' failure to plan for the unexpected, right? Prince Johnson has been the face and the voice of Nima politics for decades. I'm not sure what kind of work Prince Johnson did. One, with regards to uniting the Nima base. Not necessarily, if Nima have a certain way Nima politics works, then that politics should have not just been Prince Johnson politics. It should have been the Nima politics. For many, many years, when we talk about the determining factor as to who becomes the next president, we always heard about Prince Johnson, because everyone else in Nima or in Nima politics, followed his order. Whatever decision that was made from Prince Johnson. He was that guy. But was there a leadership structure when it comes to Nima politics? Do they have a caucus at the legislature? And was there a plan in place to succeed Prince Johnson? In any case, not necessarily death, but in any case where Prince Johnson was incapacitated to continue on his leadership as the face of Nima. I mean, even if he did not die, right, the way he died, you would have thought that Prince Johnson would not have always been active in politics. So things would have changed. The interest would have changed. Outside of time, his fight to not get prosecuted and so forth and so on would have changed. Was there any successor in place strategically for Nima? Now, people might say, well, that's why you got Jeremiah Cohn. But remember, Jeremiah Cohn has not been in Nima politics like that. I don't even think Jeremiah Cohn, considering all things, is considered this strong voice of Nima content. Evidence of what we're saying, indicative of what we're saying right now. Jeremiah Cohn does not have what it takes to control Nima politics. Jeremiah Cohn does not have the Prince Johnson. I don't know the terminology to use, but he's not Prince Johnson in any stretch of the imagination, right? And so you are seeing a void that was left by the untimely death of Prince Johnson, and everyone is beginning to wonder, who is that leader? Who do we look up to? Who's calling the shots as we speak? And it's clear that that person is not Jeremiah Cohn. I doubt Jeremiah Cohn has any influence as to who gets fired and who stays. I doubt Jeremiah Cohn has the political guts to pick up the phone and say, hey, Mr. President, I think we need to talk. There has to be some sort of control. Yeah, politically, this is not good for Unity Party. I know it's still early. We still got 4 more years to 2029, but this is a political suicide. I don't think he has that guts, because if Jeremiah Cohn had that guts, Jeremiah Cohn did not have to come publicly. He could have pulled the president to office and said, Mr. President, you know why this was a collaboration. We are here because of that collaboration. The MDR played a significant or integral role in this collaboration and our ultimate succession to power. So we've got to respect these terms that got us to where we are. I doubt he even did that. And so Jeremiah Cohn finds himself in a very peculiar space right now. But beyond that, he's not that leader. Nima politics is tough politics. To some extent, Nima politics is not all about intellectualism. If you looked at Prince Johnson, there's some sort of, in a good way, and I don't mean this in any kind of negative connotation, you need a gangster. You need some sort of gangsterism in Nima politics. We don't have that in Jeremiah Cohn. And I keep telling people, this is the reason why a lot of Unity Party partisans, those that I know very well, those that I've talked to behind closed doors, do not see Jeremiah Cohn as a new face of Unity Party come 2029. And so you're going to see this fracture not with MDR. I think MDR has what it takes to rebuild. The question is, who leads that rebuilding? I think they have come to this conclusion that it cannot be Jeremiah Cohn, because all of these guys are getting dismissed, suspended. They're not even following the legal processes to suspend them. There are no due process. They work at the will and pleasure of the president. He gets to decide if they go or not. I'm not sure if he's actually reviewing these allegations for which they have been fired. They're saying administrative reason. I'm not sure if it's politics. But if you follow what's happening, everything is happening since the death of Prince Johnson and speeches that were made at his funeral. And there have been some front faces with some statements that were made. And I can guarantee you this. If Senator Thomas Yaya Nimlin was an appointed official for Joseph Boakai, he'd be gone by now. So again, are these decisions being made emotionally? Sometimes, not just with politics, in leadership, you've got to take your emotions out of it. You've got to look at the thing thoroughly, look at the strategy, and then make an unemotional decision from an informed place. The red these suspensions and dismissals are coming in tells me that it's been done emotionally, and the president is flexing his muscles here. What can Jeremiah Kuhn do? Who does he represent? It's clear that he does not represent MDR. And one last point I want to make, I don't want the MDR to think that this is politics, and we live in a country of rules, even though the power that be don't always follow the rules. And look, anyone have the right anyone has the right to apply for or get involved in this election. This seat is an open seat. MDR could say, well, this seat belongs to us. Prince Johnson's wife could say, this is my seat. Anyone can say, this is mine. But who does the work? Who does the work? Who campaigns the best? Who campaigns the best? Who has the right messages? Could win that seat. I don't want them to see that as some sort of undermining, that cities or Unity Party undermine them. MDR now will have to put itself together. They will have to unite. They will have to unite around a candidate, and they will have to work against whichever candidate. If the ruling establishment were to directly or indirectly support a candidate, they will have to work against that candidate, work their butts off, and earn that seat. They should not think that that seat should be given to them because Prince Johnson has died. That seat belongs to MDR. And so if anyone else gets that seat, tension happens. They've got to work, and time is not on their side. The sooner they realize that this administration is not with them, the sooner they realize this administration has never been with them, the better for them. And that's my opinion.
Okay, Susan, let me ask you right quickly. People are asking, okay, the ceremony that happened before the buried Senator Johnson, I know maybe I don't know, maybe you're young about this to know about the deep Nima the tradition, whatever the case. But I heard different version of it. Somebody was just asking, okay, let me just say what I heard, what I was explaining to, that it was like giving the mantle of leadership from Prince Johnson down to Koga. That was somebody told me, right? But they said in the Nima tradition, the biggest animal in the bush is an elephant, and Koga now is protecting the elephant as a lion. So, but what's and I'm sure maybe your grandparent or somebody, your parent told you about this whole tradition or something. What's your take on it? That what happened in prior to his death? And second to that, there's a guy called Mike, I don't know, Bleon, right? One guy, he a strong supporter of the CDC, but I'm hearing that they're trying to get him away from the CDC because he very, very loyal. He's from Nima, very popular guy in Nima to her. He was very loyal to the former president. But I'm hearing that they are trying to get him to even make him to even run, so that they get the feel that he poses no threat to Kuhn and to anybody else. So, but what's your take on that ceremony? And then also what's happening now? People are trying to make sure they get someone that they're going to pick that won't be a threat to them, the ruling establishment.
I mean, the whole traditional stuff, I know that Nima people, my Nima County people, we believe in tradition. And Prince Johnson, regardless of what anybody says, like I've been hearing people on the internet saying, oh, the man was a pastor, the man was a this, the man was a that. I understand all of that, but that is, I'm not sure if the jumping was supposed to be Koga. What I know is that with the person that Prince Johnson was, the jumping was supposed to be done. Maybe his son was the man, was the one who's supposed to jump over the body. However, according to what we're hearing, the jumping that Koga did too, he touched the body. He's not supposed to touch the body. So it's kind of like against the law. So that was from I can't say much on that, Timely, but honestly speaking, is part of our tradition. That's what they do. It's some type of thing to pass power over. But the whole Prince Johnson being a godfather and somebody wanting to take that position, I don't even think no anybody can take that position of Prince Johnson. That's just the fact. Where the way in which our family, our parents, the way in which Prince Johnson was, what they saw Prince Johnson as, they cannot see Koga, neither even Jeremiah Kun. They're just heading their head. But that whole jumping body stuff is our tradition. It's like you're giving some type of respect and power out to the next man. But it was not meant to, it was not Koga who was supposed to do that. It was supposed to be the Prince Johnson's son. That's what I know. But they were just performing some stuff.
Oh, wow.
So traditional stuff, yes. I think my brother
Okay.
Sylvester can come here a little more because I'm pretty sure he knows a bit about what was happening. Yes.
So I'm going to
Sylvester,
talk
you want
again.
to start,
No,
you want to say anything?
West of us don't know about tradition. The man from Wolagisi, behind Wolagisi Mountain. Let me close, please, 'cause I gotta run.
no, wait,
Uh,
You're not going to season anything in the play. Tutu, you understand the clearly tradition? We are the hub of
they don't do
Okay.
anything about tradition.
we are the hub. We are the
The
hub
way
of
Koga
tradition.
said about jumping at her.
Tutu,
Yes.
Alice, Tutu,
It's
we are the hub.
big.
We are the hub of tradition.
Look at
You thought when I hit the traditional shrine on you, when I actually get on you, you'll be bubble for
you
2 weeks.
know my grandfather was so in grandfather country.
But on a serious note,
What?
tradition will always be one, and I agree with
Yeah.
what Susan said, that Prince Johnson will always be Prince Johnson. There's no one going to fit his shoes in Nima. And I said it last time on the show, I think 2 nights ago on the show here, and I've been saying before in Monrovia that Prince Johnson, the reason why the Nibayans talk to Prince Johnson is a different reason. The Nibayan believe that Prince Johnson is a hero, right?
Hero.
Now, there was time in the country they felt targeted, they felt isolated, and they felt that they were part of the group of tribal people in the country that were being eliminated continuously by just one group of people also. And that person that was heading that whole process in their belief was the late, and I'm not bringing sparking politics there, it's just a reality. It was the late President Samuel Kayando, right? They believe that the Nimba race situation came, this happened after the 85 coup. A lot of the Bayan got slaughtered all over the place. So when the war came, and Prince Johnson smartly did justify his whole role, he said it was wartime, right? And they also said Nimba children got killed, Nimba citizens got killed. But the reason why they adore him in the way and manner is because the heroic way they felt he brought Samuel Doe down. They said the guy. There was a time that we're into the border town of Africa, around the Bruto area. There's a time when I went to launch the New Progressive there in 2013. There's an old man that said to me, there's a name the guy for Prince Johnson. I'm forgetting the name. He called that name deal, right? So he said, "Not hero. The lion can do those things." So he told me, say, until this man died, anything he said, we'll do it. And that's why every time Prince said he was the godfather for Nimba, other people would Koga, they would come and challenge him. There was a time I called Koga on the radio, OK FM. I called and challenged Koga, you need to stop this thing. Because every time you're challenging Prince Johnson, I thought he can prove you're wrong. And he will, just the case. So no one's going to play that role. And that's one of the reasons why I believe that the people are quickly. Nimba is going to be open. Anybody can go in Nimba now and do some things and change some road. It's going to be a deeply open area. The man that should assist the movement to powerfully hold Nimba, I don't know, he's been represented senator briefly. He's not ready to play a game.
Jeremiah Kun.
He's not playing the game at all. He's not playing the game. If I were teaching him, I would send him to summer school and read summer school to learn more. He's not learning on the job, and I thought he should assist this matter by going to the president overnight. Say, Mr. President, Chief, I beg you, Chief. The thing that happened in the beginning, I don't know what happening. There are sentiments coming up, but I just want you to suspend them so the thing can quiet down small. Then we'll manage it, Mr. President. That's your boss. We all got relationship with people. We deal with them. We know how to talk to them. It's an approach mechanism. If you don't do that, and then you let it slide out to control it, it's difficult. Because if you let conflict deep as a Nimba, deeper into Nimba, you will slip on Nimba. If you slip on Nimba, George Weah is still a very potential, it's a potential element for president. You have our tail lane coming into that want to come and slap George Weah out of the side and slap Walker out of the side. But for now, George Weah is the lead in terms of who Liberians are now looking at. I was listening to a show briefly what coming from where there's
So what that answer got anything to do with jumping what about it? This Sylvester man. They ask him one question, you go all the way around.
But I want to
Oh, Sylvester, let me just say,
go ahead.
the firing of those boys it's not coming from Boaka. That was coming. It came from Kun. It's not from Boaka, because this guy went and wrote a letter, the letter of apology. Why he didn't read the letter directly to President Boaka, but Kun instead? I spoke to this guy. I spoke to him behind closed doors. Yes, he wrote a letter of an apology on social media, and the letter was directly to Kun. So I want us to clear this. It's not the president that fired those boys. It was Kun who did it.
I agree with you.
Kun is the one who did it, trying to silence people. Yes, the letter is out. I can forward the letter to Dr. Peabody, and can show that on the screen here. That letter was directly to Kun. It wasn't to the president.
So let me say something real quick. So why that could be true, right? And it's possibly true, and I hope it's proven true, because it only hurts Kun and diminishes whatever political weight that Unity Party have, because this will be on the ballot in 2029. But I just want to add though that Kun could be influential in suspension or dismissal, right? Other than trying to keep these guys in their positions and things like that. But Kun does not have the power to dismiss. The president does, because the president appoints, right? So at the end of the day, this falls on the backs of the president. Before, I just wanted to mention the 30 seconds of the Peabody to my brother Chuchu. I listened to the video that have been shared, and when he made when Alpha the guy made the statement, then I thought it was very distasteful.
If you guys got the statement, can we play it?
1 second. Yeah. It's on a video. We can probably play
it. Can I close and then you can go into my statement?
No, you will close.
Please, I gotta go, please, because I repeated myself clearly. Those who are responsible for death in Liberia should die themselves.
We'll play that.
Let me say what I want to say, then you will close.
So what I gotta do with Alpha the guy statement?
Just give me the time you're talking right now could be done. Give me 30 seconds.
Okay, address my statement.
All I was going to say is this. Inasmuch as we might not like the leadership, or we might not like the actions of certain people, I think when we talk about punishment for crime committed, it should be done the legal way. I would not wish death on Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. I never wish death on Prince Johnson.
And are you? Then speak for yourself.
Yeah, that's me.
You're wasting our time.
Can you give me a second,
I spoke for myself. You're wasting our time. You already spoken. Let's move on.
Let me speak for myself.
But you already spoken. Nobody asked you for advice here.
Why are you
That's my personal religious views.
Sir,
I ain't entitled to it. I will wish death on bad people. That's my religious views. Because like what Old Testament said. I believe in the Old Testament that an eye for an eye. You can't change that. That's what the Bible says.
That's why you got New Testament.
I don't believe in the New Testament. I believe in the Old Testament, like the Jews. Okay.
Chuchu, my brother.
You believe in the New Testament. I don't.
Chuchu, I'm asking for respect.
Okay, so what you believe in, you hold to your belief. You can't kind of subvert my belief. If I quote it, that's what I'm saying. That's where you are invading my own religious rights.
Okay,
if I don't believe in what you believe in, you have no business to tell me what is wrong, right?
Sir, we don't have.
So, Robert, let me close. We don't need.
No, you hold on. You wait. Sir, I'm asking for respect, my brother. You can't. No one is imposing.
Because the things will be talking about in the country, you don't talk about it. You don't talk about it. All that you're defending bad people.
Alex,
I'm tired of waiting here, man.
Alex, you can't do this, man. If you the only way the audience can listen
You
to what
want
you're
to
saying,
talk on my statement. My statement is all there. The government of Liberia got
you
a
can't
problem.
tell me
They
how
let
to freaking
contact me.
speak, my friend. You
Okay,
can't
but we
tell
don't
me how
need
to
to hear.
speak.
We don't need advice from you on Alex Jones. Alex Jones
Alex,
here. He's spoken.
Alex Jones, you don't determine what I say.
Okay, but that is not your
Can
time to
I
someone
can
mute
speak.
speak
him,
on
Alex?
anything.
Can someone mute him?
I
This
can
is not
speak
your
on
time.
anything. I can
Okay,
speak on
get your
anything.
friend,
You can
get other people
disagree with
time to
me.
speak.
You can
Uh,
disagree with me, but don't tell me I can't speak on what you spoke on. Don't interrupt me. I will speak and then I will let you speak
Okay,
without
well, go ahead.
interrupting you.
I mute you, Alex.
Don't do that, man. You can't have a civil discourse when we're both talking over each other. The audience does not listen to what we're saying. I will give you the opportunity to speak. I'm not telling you what to say. I'm not telling you what to believe. I'm giving my opinion about what you said without stepping on your opinion. So allow others to speak and then they'll give you the chance to speak. So as I was saying, the person who made the statement is not on the show. I'm disagreeing with that statement. If you have a different opinion about the statement and you concur with it, fine. That's on you. You are responsible for what you say. You're a grown man. I'm not responsible for what you say.
Okay, Robert,
But I have my
let's
opinion
move
on it.
on.
So
Let's move on, Robert.
as I'm saying, I think what I wish for is that the Liberian people wakes up. The Liberian people are the ones who continues to elect people who are incapable of uplifting them and adequately addressing their issues. I wish death on no one. You can wish all the death you want to wish on anyone. I would not ask you not to. All I'm saying, I wish death on absolutely no one. I think it comes from a very emotional place. I don't think it helps the country when if all these folks die. I don't think it helps Liberia. I don't think it gives closure.
And I've seen so many people prophesy that. But if that one will spare Liberia, then so be it. But I wish that God could take this man out of Liberia. I don't care who else is president, but these guys need to die today and spare. No, can you imagine? We fought war. We did all kinds of things. Some all were in refugee camp.
Who stopped that? Who's stopping it?
But
okay.
who was playing it? So people talking your way until people finish talking, then you'll stop playing the thing.
Yeah, let's put it back
stop
on,
playing
guys.
it like that.
Oh.
So basically,
Just conclude and play.
That I'll conclude. I don't know who.
Yeah, you gotta conduct this. You gotta do. So anyway, so basically, I think when you listen to him, that's all emotions, because today, the same thing that pissed him off, and he wished death on George Weah, the man that he elected, is doing worse. Is he gonna wish death on Joseph Boakai too? We can't run around emotionally allowing ourselves to explore. Look, I want to explore. The Liberian people should wake up. They are the one who have the power to elect decent Liberian people. Ben talked about competence yesterday. I talk about leadership and the lack thereof. We need to wake up. And the more we experience these lack of leadership, this failed leadership, the more we should think that, you know what, we need to try something different. I would never wish death on anyone because it does me no good. It does Liberia no good. And that's not how we address our issue. Thank you.
Okay, guys, let's move on.
All right, let me close, please, man.
Can
I will just be a minute.
Can you play the video now?
I gotta run because
You
the
will.
minute
If you gotta run. We going to talk.
Okay.
Like getting chance. Do your closing.
Okay. Look. Again, thank you guys. It's always a pleasure to come here, and it's always exciting. And I know your show. A lot of people gonna watch it and make comments. But I'll be back on Friday. I stand by every word I said. Okay, and I'm not changing anything. It's appropriate, and that's my belief. Furthermore, you can keep talking about your Jeremiah Kuhn and whoever. I'm going to win the election in 2029. That I can promise you. Susan, it was very nice to meet you.
Alex,
I hope we have a chance to discuss further and to build a better Liberia where there would be no Gil man, Mana man, Basso man, and we have a leader like myself who don't who sees beyond and then try. I don't care you from my mile or pound wherever you break the law, you rape people, you will die. You steal, you go to jail for a long period of time. That's it. And that's the kind of what we need in Liberia. Thank you guys. I'll be back Friday, guys,
Alex,
so you can attack me again.
Good to see
Thank
you,
you.
Alex. Okay, go ahead. I'll play that.
They expect. No, can you imagine? I hate the president of Liberia. I wish he could die today. I wish that he could die, and I wish those numerous plane trips that he flying around would fall in the ocean so he can die and spare that country of this nonsense. This man is bad. There is no joke. If you think that what is going on in Liberia is a joke, there is nothing to joke about. I hate him to the point that I wish that I was sick to bang his ass so he can die today. I said it.
Wow.
I said it. I wish that that plane could fall down in the sea, and I've seen so many people prophesy that. But if that one will spare Liberia, then so be it. But I wish that God could take this man out of Liberia. I don't care who else is president, but these guys need to die today and spare. No, can you imagine? We fought war. We did all kinds of things. Some all were in refugee camp. I was shot. We did all kinds of suffering. Ellen King, it was not even the best, but at least we were moving on. And then we came back to the kind of nonsense.
Wow.
Yeah. That are people. There's a voice that says, "Wow."
No, I was saying wow. I was saying wow.
No, it was me. I said wow too.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought he was on the show. I want to say which of the show.
You know, guys. Let me say this. Sometimes we gotta be careful what we say when we come on these platforms because 4 or 5 years it will come to haunt us. It will really come to haunt us. So sometimes we gotta be careful. To call for a sitting president to die, and that you wish he would die. Somebody said that too to President Weah that wanted to drag him on the street. Daniel Sando, he said that too for the Minister of Information. That
and Tuju yesterday on our show again tonight too.
Yeah, those I don't wish death on anybody, to be honest. I mean, especially the president of our country. I don't wish death on President Guar. Anyone who says that, I will condemn them. And even as they did to President Weah, it was totally wrong for what they did. All of that, I think, is wrong. And how does he go back now to look at that tape and walk around Monrovia and try to be friendly with people when President Weah got almost half of his partners in there? So sometimes we got to be careful. We shouldn't take the politics to the extreme that we're calling for people to die. We can disagree, we can call names, but to take it to the extreme and wish for people to die, I think it's really wrong. But again, let me just chime in, then we'll continue about that, about Nima. Sylvester said something very important. Sylvester trying to stumble here not to call the name about Jeremiah Cohn, and Sylvester said the right thing. I think the VP need orientation. He needs some kind of orientation when it comes to responding to accusation, when it comes to responding to criticism and all those kind of things. He needs orientation. He doesn't seem to be the person who a leader. They always say a leader is the one who's slow to speak. Listening to all sides before you come out and say something. But at the funeral, it's like he was going after people. Everybody that made something, he was coming right back. And just as Susan said, that letter from that is going to those guys and firing them, he could have put a halt to it. Like Sylvester said, he could have said, you know what? Look, the president, these are my people, and these people help us to come to power, and they will help me to become vice president. And I beg Mr. President, we will sit down, we'll talk there, and I'll have them come up to you and apologize.
Yeah, suspend him for 1 month.
Yeah, or suspend them,
Yes,
and then while you work on it. But to just go about and have them firing the people like that, those people suffer for you guys. Those people want the extra miles for you guys. They did all they could to help you guys win the election without MDR. Prince Johnson. Garguah would have not been president because Garguah did not win by 40,000 votes. He did not. He won by 0.01% of the vote. And that's what made him president. So he didn't win a rare mandate. Okay? And President Weah was very gracious in any country, even in the US. They would have asked for a recount of that number. They would have asked for a recount. But President Weah was very gracious to say, you know what? I don't like trouble. Let's move on. Let him take over and win. He didn't complain. Now, the very man who was so gracious to you, you blocking him from entering Prince Johnson's funeral, You're blocking him from entering the very presidential launch that he built for all of you, for you to sit down in the day. The very executive mansion you were there for 12 years that you could not even fix. He fixed that for you today. And they were doing that. That is so sad. That's so sad. So I think Jeremiah Kuhn needs orientation. I mean, the presidency thing, President Baka looked very strong and healthy in mind and body. He ain't going anywhere anytime soon. So take your time. Make sure you got things right with your people before your very people from Nima. Make sure you got things right with them before you start punishing people. When you start firing your own people like that, you'll be a stranger to the poor Nima. But Susan, I want you to come in, talk about that video that we just put up there, and then I'll bring Sidiki in. He's been waiting patiently.
Yeah, about the orientation wise, it's been one year now, Dr. Peabody. I think this man should have um 1 year is enough for a person on job to know exactly what to do. Sometimes if you're not wise and you don't have wisdom, you're not intelligent enough to settle things. That's what happened. The focus of Jeremiah Kun right now is about 2029. So he's so anxious about 2029. This is what's happening right now. So the position of the VP that he has, he's not focused on it. He's not, you know, grateful enough for the Nima people for having that position. His whole mindset is about 2029. And you just mentioned about the entrance of the President Weah. I don't think it was Bwaka who told these people to stop President Weah from entering. That came from Kun.
Wow.
Nobody is in Nima that is brave enough to say, if that man can, let's stop him from coming. Kun sees Weah as his competition in 2029. So for me, I think the statement of orientation, you should have said that maybe about 6 months ago. We'll say, okay, yes, Kun needs some type of orientation, but not within a year where your whole focus, your level of desperation is just about 2029 election, where we all know that he's not even going to win anything. He's just fooling himself. But we can play that video.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
Let me play the let me play the video you just sent me. We'll just play the sound. You just send it to me and let people
Yeah,
Mhm.
listen.
finish
Yeah?
doing that video. I just got some information I want to share with the group. But go
Okay.
ahead, play it.
Okay, let me just put that on 1 second. Let me just put that on. Susan just okay, hold on 1 second. Yeah,
For the establishment of welfare code. When we heard that you will send a resolution for the establishment of welfare code, executive committee member of the MTR, rush to your office. They will ask you, Senator, why did you sign this resolution? And you said to us, it's too much. I'm tired of the provocation. I'm tired. You said it to us. You told us my people were stuck on their goods in the 90s. There was nowhere to go. But today, Liberian politicians are only heritage of one record, one record. And they want to carry as a good the Wichita, the mother of the Wichita, we keep talking that to attend your program. We saw you, your money was dropped. We asked you, we said, Senator, why are you reducing the days? And then you told us, you said, my mission is over. My mission is over. You people should be brave. Senator, we are not satisfied. You die from pressure. You die from pressure of more careful. Our father, we say, may your soul rest in peace. We are here. You stop. That time was the time.
that was the video. I mean, I listened to this video. It appears the guy was paying a real tribute. I don't see at what time. Susan, you want to talk about it before too many things?
Yeah. The guy, the chairman of MDR, was saying what happened. He did not attack Kun. Nothing he said about Kun. We all listening to that video right now. Kun name was not mentioned. So, like I said earlier, I spoke to a close friends to him that just visited him couple of hours ago, that he told his friend that he was fool. They fooled him to write that letter. And I think it was, I don't know, was it Chichi that said that Jeremiah Kun does not have any power to suspend anyone and stuff like that? Kun does. Like I said before, Kun focus is about 2029. So anybody that tries to come on his way to say anything, he's definitely going to come for you. And he just trying to, that some type of fear tactic to let the rest know that if you say anything, we're coming for you. He didn't say anything. The fact that this guy went and wrote a letter, and that letter he wrote, it was not to Boakato. He wrote a letter and said, VP Kun, I want to apologize for my statement. And what's the essence of the apology? What did you say? So this is where I'm going to end at the moment till we move forward.
Go ahead, then we'll go to City Key. You've been sitting a little bit.
Okay. We just got information that there's a meeting that is being called by Kun, I think, on the weekend with the MDR, and it said that they will be the purpose of the meeting is to select a candidate to run in the election. But my question is, if the MDR, if it is true that news we're hearing that okay, now what I'm hearing too again that is a guy they call him Mike Bleon, right? Mike Bleon is a strong supporter of President Weah.
Who is this Mike Bleon? You keep calling his name.
Yeah,
Mike Bleon.
Yeah, he's a popular guy from Nima, but he's a strong supporter of President Weah. Okay, so yes, and he was Inspector General, I think, in Nima during the execution. But information I'm getting is that they're trying to get Mike to run on our seat. See, trying to get it run. That's what the meeting is about on Saturday. But so I don't know, but that's what's happening. But the MGR now, it left for them. If they are losing people from the government, and then they are going to meet with the same government people to come up with a candidate, I don't know what the party will be. But they believe that if they can get Mike to run, they support him. They believe that they will have close other entrance to Nima by maybe this year or so. But I'm still trying to find out whether Mike will really join them and will abandon the CDC and the former president. But it's a meeting planned by MDR and the vice president over the weekend. So
Kun is the one that making the suggestions for Mark to run.
I know, but the MDR and we're having a meeting, and they will come up with from where I'm getting, they will come up with a candidate for the seat. But again, let's see what happens. As I said,
wow,
what may happen? It may either divide Nima or something. Because if what we heard today, and I still believe if this lady put her hat in the race, if somebody pushed the lady and said, "Look, it's your husband's seat. You can finish his term. Y'all got university to run and all this stuff." And they put her forward. I think maybe that's what the meeting about, because just to maybe stop anything from happening. But if she really say I'm running, and I believe she's tired, a lot of people's hands will be tired, because it will be seen like you're fighting Prince Johnson's wife. I had to pull, look at it, fighting Prince Johnson's wife. You won't take the woman won't represent her husband and take the
money. These guys don't care. They can fight anybody.
That's what happened. But that's why on voting, that's why we see Lomin. So
all right, Sidiki coming, Sidiki.
Okay, thank you once again. So now, Jeremiah Kun, Kun is a desperate guy. Yeah, all of you making your point about Kun. Kun is a very, very desperate and deep. And Liberian people should be very. The first thing, let's ask ourselves, how Kun managed to get to the fight? Was it based on merit? Kun's first election was a nobody. The people of the Prince can board the token, make him representative to the influence of Prince Johnson. And since then, who got into the house, was doing some bad deal and got himself some money. And then he went to the election. It was not based on merit. Who is the vice president of the country? How can you be a vice president of the country and sitting in your house, someone having a talk show, and they just call you on the phone, unannounced, and tell you to make a public statement, and you then go into that and say you are somebody normal or ordinary in the country? So Kun is not even mature to be president of the country, but he's so desperate for the presidency. And I believe people should be very careful. Any attempt to make Jeremiah Kun president, the sources of George Weah, even though some are concerned with failure, the sources of Joseph Boakai in the next 6 years to come, Kun will degrade everything. Kun is just about himself. Kun brought this vice presidency from Joseph Boakai. In fact, there's a video during the campaign on the social media. Kun never, and up to now, don't believe Joseph Boakai to be your leader. Kun described Joseph Boakai as somebody who was wearing paper. The videos is up to now is available. Share with you. Kun said publicly that I cannot support this old man because he's going to be 80 years old. Kun was very pretty. But when Kun saw the opportunity of becoming vice president, Kun spent his last month because he knew that this was an opportunity for him to exceed. And this is the kind of man he is. And now, look, I agree with Susan when she said, you know, not Joseph Boakai suspended the MDR youth chairman. It was Jeremiah Kun. Prior to this guy being issued letter today, this guy wrote a letter on Facebook apologizing to Jeremiah. Sorry for the statement that I made. And I will say to you too, Susan, we young people, don't allow yourself to be used. When you come up and make a statement about somebody, stand by your statement. Nobody will tell you to come apologize. You want to take your job, take your job. Don't just be quick to apologize. People using the fact that you came and apologize, they're deceiving, and the next day they do it, they gave him a letter that they have terminated his contract to the labor ministry. They play him. And Jeremiah is the one doing this. Prince Johnson had different recording with people. Abraham Gosson, we are from Freedom Heaven, played those recordings. He interviewed Prince Johnson. Prince Johnson was very disappointed with Kun. Kun is very, very desperate. And so everything that is happening today, you know, is when it comes to things that affect people of Nigeria, Kun is the one. And what will surprise you is that Kun direct family members and the family members of Kun's wife, he's been very, very instrumental to get them job in this government. But when it comes to other people from Nimba country, Kun will fight them. And he projected himself to be the next president of the country, even though Joseph Boakai has not even gone 2 years or 3 years in the 6 years to come. So basically, I just want to conclude on this. Liberian people should be very careful. Anybody who comes with any kind of desperation, the first thing to be the president, tell us what you're going to do, what are your platforms. But if you start buying, paying people money, giving people doing, you know, bad deeds to get your way to certain position, obviously, that's a red flag. Because you're not going to be doing all those things to come and really fight for the interests of the people. You'll be doing those things to give something for yourself, something that will benefit yourself. So the fact that Jeremiah Kun can engage into those kind of things, you know, buying the presidency from Joseph Boakai, Constantine who suffered youngly, Boakai betrayed those people and beat Kun over all these people that you know I just mentioned. You know, it sent us a clear signal that Jeremiah Kun is desperate. People should be very, very careful with Jeremiah. Lastly, before I close, you know, the closing argument is one of the biggest platforms that Liberians follow both in Liberia and out of Liberia. And by the way, it's really based on what is really. So I just want to take this, you know, few seconds to never and ever ask Tomalin have ever asked Ellis for a dime. We are about 6 on this show. Everybody disagree with Alex that don't wish somebody death. But Alex keep insisting that you can't do this. Alex is acting that he knows everything. And no matter what, you can't know more than everybody. Alex says he wants to be president for the country. But at the same time, you are wishing somebody death simply because you disagree. Pewee don't support Joseph Boakai. Susan don't support Joseph Boakai. Tomalin and Peabody don't support Joseph Boakai. But they have never one day sit on this show and say that Joseph Boakai died. I don't support Joseph Boakai. Never would do that. But this man, he comes on this show and say, you know, I wish Joseph Boakai dead, and that's the only way you can send your message across. This is very unfortunate. And come up to ask you a question, you are lacking of response. You don't know what to say, and the only thing you say, "Hey man, he beg me for money." Who beg you for money? You came to me that you wanted my support, and I told you, and you tell me that I beg you for money. If I beg you for money, why you came on my show at the time doing a campaign? And so I just made this clarification. People like Ellis, people, maybe dispute the fact and inform our people that these characters are not presidential, especially Ellis. I'm even surprised he's still holding on to that. Very, very powerful reality belief that he can be president of Liberia. He's even confident by saying, "I'll be the next president." What's the reality?
That made you take you and then again buy one ticket to go nowhere.
Who know you in Liberia? You sit and say, "I'll be president in Liberia," but everybody see Liberia to be a joke of a country. And so,
So Nikki, I just want to say, my brother, I'm so sorry. Dr. Peabody, just 20 seconds. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that part. It's unfortunate, man. I don't think we should come to the point where, even if you were to ask Alex or anyone for something, you did not do it publicly. You know, we are human beings. We are human beings. Even if you did, my friend. Even if you did, Alex. Even if you did, I'm not saying you did. What I'm saying.
Yeah, the way he does is say, even if you did, everyone will ask one day.
Even if you did, we're all human beings. It's not. Alex has a choice. He can say, "Look, I'm not giving you any money. I don't have it, or I will help you out." And so, if you don't have it to help you out, or if you help the person out, you don't come on social media or on this platform to talk about you begging him for money. That's unexpected of Alex, and I do think he owes you an apology, man. So on behalf of him and all the guys here, I certainly apologize, but that was not. It's uncalled for, man. It's really uncalled for and unfortunate. I'm sorry about that.
But thank you so much, Brother Timothy, for the opportunity. I just wanted to make that clarification. Never Ellis and conversation about money business. Ellis wanted me to support him, particularly to run. I don't know, you say you have a party, and I told him no. I already supported a candidate in the race. And I used to have a show at the time. He requested to come on my show, and I brought him on my show. And in fact, if I'm someone who can be controlled by money, when I posted the flyers for Ellis to come on the show, a lot of people can see he can't be on my show. I said no, I'll bring him on the show. We had a conversation. I only told you don't insult, because you don't insult everything Ellis talk. That insult will come for him more, and he come and say you want to be.
So the kid, don't sweat yourself for Alex. Alex talk.
Yeah.
Alex talk without thinking. Okay, don't sweat yourself.
Don't give a queen. Everybody I go for money. I be out for money. Somebody for so everybody can be jam one point in time in life.
Yeah, exactly. But you don't come on the TV. You don't come on the TV. You don't come on this kind of show.
But I think you were wrong to just put the kid out there.
Yeah,
that was wrong.
Timothy, everybody can ask for money, but don't lie if someone didn't ask you for money.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know.
Don't do that.
Even if the board did, you don't come here.
No, but
I've been doing it, man, about 3 years now. From the time the Crossfire show on 2 FM to be always appear.
But come on, you need to have things though.
Yeah, Sidiki doing my
Yeah, but they make Sidiki.
Somebody can be dizzy or
post. You see what I do to Susan, and Susan's strong. He can stand up.
But Susan, what happened? I'm on in Liberia. We're talking after the election. You are mad. You speak bad. See, you cool down, right?
Yeah, no.
You are
I was, but you see, I think this happened for a good reason. So I think
we are saying they call it one. We are saying people in our brother election. Someone here. I said you got it. We just going to consider that. Gotta move on.
Politics, man.
But I'll tell you one thing, right? Maybe from you guys. So 2029 is people think it's far, but from all indication, all I can say, whoever will play the grand game will well. Because right now, look,
too many week after that will be in February.
Yeah. And so what happened? Maybe what happened right now. Right now, they are being look for the UP government right now. First of all, they made some big promises. They said they won't get $8.3 billion to accomplish the rest agenda. That's not that far-fetched. People, economists are looking at it and say, no, it's not possible.
8.3 billion.
8.3 billion. Now you got a president who just power in the US. And this is one of our highest donor that help our country, America. Donald Trump is saying 559 article of freeze on aid to America aid. Then you talk about Liberia, and he believes inside the country. Liberia on your agenda. So maybe for that's the first thing I understand. So they in a tough time. The men who came to power, who be in power all through the duration of the presidency of Liberia. It's a problem, and MCC they're talking about. It's not going to come into fruition until around 2028 if they play the cards well. So there's a problem. So right now, any party in opposition that will take advantage of what's happening, organize well and strategize well, that party stand to benefit. Now, see, this is the larger opposition, the new opposition right now. They have their own problem because we're hearing now the chairman had a press conference yesterday. He said the party should boycott the sonar. But already some of the officials are saying they're going to attend it. But the caucus, the caucus, real law caucus said they're not attending. Okay. And also the former president is not attending. So that's a blow to the Unity Party. Okay. I heard today the speaker, how they call what the guy who imposing a speaker, how he parked a car in the speaker and place today. All that thing happened. And look, you see that they're forcing it. That's the reason why you see right now they are trying this case now. The case at the police station now that they wrote the house today. You gotta be very careful because what they're trying to do to intimidate these guys, to coerce them, so they will say, okay, no, right now they will just surrender and so to come to understanding. Thank you, Tiola. Sorry for coming from donors. What kind of donor would look at Liberia now and who gave $1 billion to Liberia right now? What so much can we show? Oh, Gato even gave in return.
Exactly.
Was it 8.3 billion?
Yeah, they are saying 30%.
$8.3 billion for 6 years.
Yeah.
For 6 years. Then you're saying 70% will come for the donors.
Of course.
For you.
And guess what? And guess what happened? The party that would look, I just pray, I had too much hope in the CPP at the time. But they let they let me down. When they broke up and went out to all the funny things, going to court and figuring job, lying, all this stuff, I just broke down. But if the party that want to take power in Liberia 2029, they start the homework right now, like after Monday, prepare right now. By the time Boga gave it to Sona,
we starting next month.
Dissect the Sona and go after it. Everything is go after it, and then it start preparing. But if the house divided, they will fall.
You know what? I can't understand. I cannot see.
And the UP what they will do? They will try their best to infiltrate CDC to break us, to infiltrate and cause confusion there.
That's what they want to do. Yeah,
and that's the reason why it's right now. I'm happy what happened with the rescue children. I'm bringing flower. Same time if I go on there and bring flower, I celebrate it. I don't know, sir. Let them make flower. Let them fall. Let them to all the children also. I don't know, sir. Let them make flower. They shouldn't start making keep on. They will make flower. They will break up, and that will happen. But again, citizens should be careful now. That same platform help to destroy them. And I see them again crawling back, going there again. The things say they are going to be bad in the same bed again. They'll be very mindful because when anything changes around, people will flip on you again and start to come after you. That's not coming.
You're very quick to forget.
And one the person we are saying.
Oh yeah. That's one thing, and they're so comfortable running there. When you tell them, say, "Oh, politics we don't politics is not about making enemy." But Stanton, that platform was the same platform that dragged you guys. The people quick to forget. I mean, this is my problem with them. Everybody they're rushing to show them their face on big platform, but try and build your own platform. Build your own platform and stop running over there. Talking about Joseph Boaka and how his party is going right now, how they're rooting. Tell me, Josh, this old man lied to us about maturity, how he has experience. That the experience we're getting there. So this is the experience. Yeah. And for the the MDR, I don't know why they're going to meet with Kun. I don't, the problem with our young people in Liberia is They don't know what to stand for. They're so confused. They're driven by their bellies. And when they come and give you small thing, you run it there. This is our problem. You have to know what you stand for. What exactly is Kun coming? What Kun coming tell you? Kun just dismiss your man right now. And you guys, because Kun decided to call you and he's Jeremiah Kun, he's a VP, some of them running there to go sit with him. What decision will Kun take for you guys? What right Kun has to say, this is the person we want? The thing with Liberian politics, the level of betrayal is too much. So for me, the CDC people, I don't get it. Akaras has literally become a panelist on Spoon TV. For what exactly? When you ask him, he has nothing to say. What are you doing there? This is the same person that decided to come and said this about your president. And Kev Umpa, he was the biggest disappointment. By the end of the day, we'll just have to leave it.
I
Yeah, man.
almost told you. I almost said you forgetting your brother Kev. I almost said that.
Yeah.
But you know,
I almost cried when Kev went by on our platform, but Kev is Kev. We just have to respect. They say they're going there to debone the things that Spoon is saying. How can you sit on a platform? The man is already a criminal, and you sit there to discuss what? To discuss what happening in Liberia. What can Stanton tell you and myself? This is the reason why we don't have the country Liberia said even though we're complaining about corruption, the people that have leadership, they themselves, they don't have respect for themselves. My big brother Edwin Snow, he said that all the time. What exactly, Edwin? Do you know who you are? You're let a little criminal boy just controlling every one of you guys. Anyway, let me stop tonight before I get in too much trouble.
Susan, how you pronounce your last name? I want to be very right in pronouncing your name. How you pronounce that name?
Susie Bange.
Susie Bange. Okay, it's not hard. It's really not hard.
I'm going to get my lunch. You don't go back.
Susan, you got a lot of followers. You brought more than 600, almost 600 people follow you on our show today. You're a very popular person. You need to come up more. You need to come on the show more, because people are getting to hear your message all through radio and everything in Liberia. So you need to, on the biggest platform, Truth FM, it goes all over Liberia, everywhere in Liberia. And they're getting to hear your message. You straight to the point. And that's why I when I follow you, I'm like, man, I gotta bring her on. You straight to the point, you say it as it is, and we need more strong women like you who will come up and say it as it is. You don't care about what people criticize you out there, because if you look at the live feed, you just want to jump out of the show because people say all kinds of things. But I like what you do. You straight to the point. You're not carried away by the noise on the market. You keep going, you keep rolling, and that's how you be. I think
in talk show business, you don't look at the live feed. Look at it. Yeah. Poor, right thing. They have no idea.
People
just ignore it. And
people that say what they say about us. And we still rolling.
They call it the Hebrew boys, huh?
They call Hebrew boys. They say Hebrew boys. They call us 4 Hebrew boys.
They find a friend of mine and say, "Oh, that." I said, "When the thing that I can enjoy, I love that song because look, that song that day we have fun. I don't like about it. All the musicians I brought, they came over that day, and people are I saw somebody dancing, and dancing and leaving the charge."
No, but what I want to say to you guys here is y'all keep up this platform. Tomalin is already a brand. I will say that right here in the public. Dr. Peabody, people know you as a brand. You cannot bring, you guys were the one that make Spoon TV. And people know that Stanton just sitting there just trying to run competition that is nowhere to run, because boosting your platform, buying fake views and all that time, all the thing, like the truth is the truth. We know what's up. So Ben being on here and this platform being this platform, you guys have listeners as well, regardless of what. Y'all know, like, brain people at the beginning of everything, they will criticize you, they will look down at you, but at the end of the day, these are the same people that will run back. When they finish taking, Stanton finish wearing her yellow suitcase to go behind, they will start running back here again. They will come back here, regardless of what. This platform is one of the biggest platform, and is like me. Being here tonight is a privilege for me. I'm grateful. I'm not somebody that easily forget about things. In the future, I will make a reference that Dr. Peabody was the first person. Let me not say that totally Judge will forget that reached out to me. Yes. So thank you so much for bringing me here. You guys should not give up. When I started, I was into entertainment. When I left entertainment and got into politics, so many people look down at me. And issue that you guys are facing here is not just on this platform. Even seditions have that same issues. I have Mr. Gilman, who is my big brother. There are times that he has sent invitation to some of our sedition officials. They don't attend.
Yeah,
They
we're not.
rather go on Spoon TV because that's where the fake view is. So this is not just you guys. You guys are not the only, this is not the only platform. We've been here, we've been supporting President Weah because we got love for him. But there are some things our own people have done to us. They have done so much to us, looked down on us, but we have been pushing through, pushing through because you have to stand for the cause. When you believe in something, you have to believe in it until the end. So that's
Suzanne,
exactly what we're doing. So, yeah,
you got
Let
4
me
minutes
let me
left.
let
thank
me
you.
let me
Guys.
say something real. Let me say something real quick.
What happened in the you
Susan,
Mhm.
I don't know her. I don't know her personally,
what your prediction?
and I haven't followed much. But I like some of what I heard tonight. But I just want to reemphasize what you said. This platform, for me, I don't look at what is the biggest based on numbers, right? Because anyone today can get 10,000, 5,000 views. I can get on Facebook today and butt naked myself, and I will get 20,000 views.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Liberians, Liberians,
You try your
Liberians
best,
love that.
this will die. But Bravo,
I will
try
rip
baby.
the. I mean, I get on Facebook today and just take my pants off,
Oh
do
forget.
something absurd or ridiculous. I will get the biggest views, right?
That people love.
Liberian, like, we love gossip. We love things that don't benefit us necessarily, right? And there's nothing wrong with fun every now and then. But when it comes to seriousness, when it comes to us having a conversation about development in our country, joint ventures, when it comes to us talking about financial responsibility, when it comes to talking about the things that helps us, helps our growth, no one cares about it. So this is the norm. So I think this is the biggest platform when it comes to substance. So we can have 100 persons here. We are on the radio across the country. People are listening. The entire government listens to this platform. The president listens to this
Mhm.
platform. Serious people listen to this platform. They have fake names. They are logging into other people's. I know this for a fact. We got friends in this government. They tell us all the time. They're tuning, right? And so for us, it's not just about the numbers, it's about the substance. And the people that watch us every day, the reason why we're committed to come here every day to discuss the issues and not insult people, mom, people, pa, people, auntie. We can fiercely disagree all day, but civilly and respectfully, is because we want to see something different in our country, right? And so if anyone feel like they're more about substantive issues. They're about the substance. It's about how can we not just criticize but put forth a suggestion to move our country forward. This is the platform. This is the closing argument. So I don't even look at Spoon because Spoon is a propaganda machinery. That's what it is. They discuss gossip. They don't discuss the facts. They have a convicted felon as the voice. Like you said, what can Stanton tell us? He's a criminal. How can you be a voice against criminality in Liberia when you yourself is a convicted criminal? It's counterproductive. It doesn't make any sense. That's the reason why sensible people are here. So I just want to reiterate: this show is not about the numbers; it's about the substance. And we're glad that we got some really level-headed people. We got some the little crazy people here every now and then. They don't agree with us, but we love the fact that they're here. So if you see yourself here, this is a fierce platform. We will disagree, but we'll do it respectfully. Feel welcome to come here, okay? Feel welcome to come here, and it's great that you're on today. Thank you.
Well, I just got to say the guy who they refer to as the CDC gatekeeper from Maritime, he was dismissed today. Oh my God. I know this guy, a strong sedition. He was dismissed from Maritime today. Abdul D. Kane. He always referred to himself as the CDC gatekeeper. He was dismissed today from the Liberian Maritime Authority. I mean, I don't know. Several media now taking care of the story now. Abdul D. Kane. Well, maybe that's a dismissal time, but I don't know. But again, Liberia is for everyone. And if you're a public servant, you serve in certain positions, I don't think partisan politics should get involved, that you should try to dismiss someone. People have their lives, they have their family to take care of, and you firing them and so forth. Because don't forget now, the ruling Unity Party chairman recently spoke, and he said President Boga should not appoint Unity Party partisan. And then that girl was talking, I call Queen Johnson, all of them making noise, and everybody making noise. So maybe that's what happening. We don't know. But
Dr. Man, you see, at that very maritime, the current president's son, Jojo Barker, walked there until he left on his own.
Honor President Weah, yes.
Honor President Weah. President Weah did not do anything to remove him. He left him there until he decided to resign. So the thing is, and I wrote this the other day, it's so sad that the former president of the country, who created the opportunity for President Barker to come to power, is being treated with all these impunity. It's sad. This man will come from out of the country and say he can't enter. President. What's up, Bell? When I go back, no matter. What's up, Bell? Go back, I go back. Listen, see what I?
Well, let's do
See what I say is,
Neo Progressive, what are you drinking with, man?
Come on, Hassan is mad with this government. When I go to her house, would I say that she'll tell me how frustrated she is with the government? So that's what she ready to do, man. Hassan very mad.
No, but on a serious note, right? Oh, Susan and Pewee, Robert, me friend with y'all. Look, and what's happening now? Look, I can see more going to happen. They're going to fight. The fight just starting. It's just starting. And they're going to fight more, because you know what's going to happen? You're going to find that other people will feel that they are being left out. And mind you now, don't forget, Liberty Party, right? Musa now give it back to Jallah and Yombly then. Now, and mind you, the Liberty Party will factor into it too. Because I'm telling you this, 2029, Jallah and Yombly seat up, they are up for re-election. Okay? The two, God Bozon guy, he'll be there for up to 2030, some 33, I think. But they don't see up for re-election, and Yombly see up for re-election. Now, there's a guy who is based in California, but he's having a lot of investment in Monserrado now. That guy is running, I think I heard he's running on CDC ticket for Dillon seat. And I know the guy well. That guy, that's why they don't say, oh, he running again. They don't just say nothing, but end of the day, when it comes closer, you say, they post him a run. But that guy, if he runs on a CDC ticket, and with all what I know he has, he will have an impact. He also run last election, they go election, but they can't say, oh, the man, no one met the requirement, all kind of different place. So the guy say, you know what, battle. He invested in Monserrado a lot. And I can tell you, if he continues that trend, he will definitely take that seat from DeLong. And then the only hope they may have now, you only trying to set ourselves to be maybe a VP candidate.
Who will take the seat from DeLong?
It's a guy, they call him original countryman that I need to use him, but
countryman?
Yes.
Countryman guy in office, he offered that when you are running for representative, he offered right in front of my house in this way.
Okay.
Right there.
Yeah.
They stopped him from contesting that time.
Remember, Jallah did not become senator because of his own popularity. Jallah was a senator, and he benefited from the collaboration of the
absolutely.
CPB. So given the fact that he has performed so badly, if CDC, George Weah uplift the hands of anyone right now, the opposition could consolidate around that person, and Dillon could lose the seat. Dillon does not have any popularity to win any major election in Liberia without the backing of a strong opposition like he had with CPP. A lot of people sacrificed for Dillon to win. Had it been under any other circumstances, Dillon would not be senator. So I agree.
But let me ask you guys. You know, politics is so interesting, like, bro, right? Right now, I foresee maybe 2026, 27, they will start fighting one and say, you can see maybe Dillon, you probably then say, well, I think they mission or not, what we voted for, that's not wanted. We start going. You see our man Martin Colina, Martin gone from there. Martin, and today I think he played the VP today. He went after the VP today too, and he said he come here next week. He will challenge people who say he on payroll for Kuhn and the guy from the poll. He said he will challenge them to come prove it. If they prove it, he said he will stop what he's doing. Martin is prepared, and that's why he said, look, I'm not talking about Martin because Martin supported the rescue team. That politics will come another time. But right now, when people are self-destructing themselves for them on themselves, that when you join me and you encourage it, that happen. And today, for Fagon, there's based one guy, the worker president for LBI, is missing on in the press. You saw it?
No, I don't listen to
out in the press. He said, I'm today firing this guy. Where the guy went from, he fired the guy in the press conference.
Yeah, I don't listen to Fagon, and Fagon is one of the puppet guy, and look at the big and say the puppet boy and the rest of that. Right? I don't listen to puppet boys. But here's what I would say, because he's causing more problem than he wanted Sonny up. Yeah. Raul, listen to the son, the puppet boy. I'm not one puppet boy. Look at to be right. So I hate listening to puppet boy.
I'm almost home. I'll listen to it when I get home.
But
what's in that glass, New York Progressive?
Apple juice.
Apple juice. Typical CDC man.
Susan, what time is it there for you?
1 p.m. Yeah, 1 p.m.
Oh, wow. they put the number that 1 p.m. Then we stay in the day. We stay
in the day, 9 o'clock here.
And then you used to 9 p.m.
Yeah.
So I tell you, I don't have no problem with Martin exposing it. Martin is researching well. He went after them. And look, and it's to be frank with you, you can tell. The people said they were going to change everything. But what the boy is saying, he said, look at what the people are saying. They say they can change what we are doing, right? But what's happening? Look at the budget. Look at the cars they're driving. The 2024 edition. The money they play in the budget. They said they're going to cut down. But what happened today? All was lied.
Tomalin, Martin did not do. No, I think everyone deserves a second chance, right? But Martin did not do a good research. Okay, they say performances, the future performances, right? I mean, Joseph Boaga says he's the most experienced, 40 some years experience. But the question I kept asking when they said anything but George Weah, I disagree with that, because you can't put Liberia to a place where you said, you know what, anything but George Weah. If you must replace George Weah, then replace George Weah with someone who does not reflect George Weah, right? Or worse, the worst of George Weah. Have Joseph Boaga done anything in any of his previous positions that he led represented success? I mean, look at his most recent leadership. He was the chairman of the CPP after Alice Cummings did an amazing job. When CPP was added, Joseph Boaga missed an opportunity to be the elder in the room, to exhibit leadership. He did not do it. What did he do? He threw in the White Tower. He could have brought those guys to the table and said, gentlemen, now is not the time for this. We have an election coming up, and we need all hands on deck. He did not do that. But Martin saw all of the red flags, and he still supported this government, only to back out in less than a year. The plane had not even picked up, and he was already out. But he was fully on this plane. I respect the fact he's speaking out, right? But again, we have got to be able to make smart decisions, do our due diligence, and sometimes when you do all of the due diligence and it does not turn out the way it's supposed to be, I give you credit for that. But for Martin, I think he was one of those who came on the Joseph Boaga bandwidth with this idea anything but George Weah. And this is what we ended up with, because Joseph Boakai and Unity Party was not the alternative to CDC and George Weah.
I agree, but Robert, yeah, I confirm the matter with that. I mean, honestly, you know, right? Like you just said earlier, most of them who are supporting Boakai, they were saying that the people who they were just against Weah. They said anything but Weah. And what they did, he said looking at the situation, he saw that Boakai was popular. You were the man who they saw win. Who were going to win, we're going to beat Weah. The other people that they felt who thought that they were going to vote for as alternative, they said that they had no chance. So he supported that. But I told him, and that's why he said, look, there's time for everything in politics. Right now, I would not fault them. Even Stendos said, I'm still not hating on them too. I can say, yeah, good. Because you know what Stendos said about 16 and Weah. That made even our man came out even attacking on argument and made a big issue of that thing. You know what happened? Because they were saying the worst thing about we are CDC, but guess what happened? And now, when I see him go after them, I don't really get mad, because you know why? It's good. Because at the end of the day, they're exposing themselves. Politics got time, and it's a time for everything. But the time will come when people are trying to make a sudden push. You tell them, say now, then you hold them for the past. But right now, it's in the interest for them to expose and fight among themselves and destroy each other. So and make themselves weak. You see what happened? What they did to who? The Democrats did to themselves, right? When you saw Bernie Sanders and Hillary, they fought and destroyed each other. When time came, they were already weakened when the general election came. Same thing happening right now. Let the people destroy themselves. Let them fight. Let them expose everything, and let them continue. When it comes to 2028, whoever the tail lane coming with, we are still looking at that tail lane, watching it carefully, you know, and then we'll see from there. But again, let them don't criticize them, and I will bring them forward. Let them come, because you know what happened. But Peabody, yeah, sure.
When it comes to the whole, I'm not against Martin, but when it comes to Stanton saying things about this government, I feel like that is coming from a place of hypocrisy. Like, this is a man that wanted a job. The only reason why Stanton is saying what he's saying right now is because we all know he wanted something from the Boakas government. And the only reason he can have for Weah is because Weah disconnected himself with him. So this is the thing. Everybody want a piece of Weah. Once Weah say, okay, I'm not going to talk to you, that's a problem. Same as Prophet Key. Look at that.
What's your take on that picture of Prophet Key and Weah? What's your take on it?
Yeah, that's where I was going to.
Yeah, let me
Prophet Key, Joseph Boakai has taken Prophet Key into a beggar. So he has literally been begging people to take pictures at the position he has now. He begged Walu for a picture. He begged Akaras for a picture. He begged Judy Andy. And then he saw President Weah for a picture. So that man had a picture. Like, seriously, this is a man you insulted for years.
6 years.
And you were brave to see that man to take picture with him with a smiley face.
You know, it just shows.
So,
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
It just shows the humility in President Weah, you know, because Prophet Key cussed President Weah, his wife, his mom, everybody. But see the humility that President Weah was greeting him and smiling and all of that. It shows the humility that President Weah had. But go ahead, Susan. We'll be closing in like about 7 or 8 minutes. Go ahead, Susan.
And that's what I said on the show when he said that. I said, hey, come on. And there was this debate about why we have to do that. So Mr. President did it not because he wanted to honor Prophet Key. Prophet Key, I believe, he's a madman, right? So the president said, the kind of man is mentally deranged. We have to help rehabilitate him. So when he extend the kind of thing, you have to help him do it.
Russell disagree with you.
Huh?
Russell Pro say disagree.
No, Russell always disagree. Russell disagree with me on the other one. You disagree with this.
He said why we are snub Kumba show people and Prophet Key hand.
No, Sylvester, when you finish, I got different stand on what you're saying that. I have different stand on that.
Yeah, we are this slum coon. Yes, what happened? We are is not trying. We are trying to avoid undermine the rule of law. We are the non-Islam kun. We are trying to avoid undermine the rule of law. Now, we are cannot engage with kun is undermine the bureaucracy. We have to maintain the bureaucratic proceedings that we all taught to commit ourselves to. The country is a pluralistic country where democracy is something that we all, the rule of law should be respected. And the rule of law is everyone should respect the rule of law. That's the basis of the rule of law. So if you don't respect the rule of law and you sit in an era to money that you try to usurp the function of another person, that is tantamount to violating the law. That's the reason why Mr. President slumped him. And Mr. President will continue to slump him if he's not a legitimate speaker. The day Kun is a legitimate speaker, President we will extend a handshake to him and he will respect that office. But no, he's not.
I mean, I support the where we are there at Afino. I support
that. Somebody, you cannot be impersonating to be a speaker. Then you expect President
but then when quickly, the Supreme Court, right? The Supreme Court came out and said everything that's happening with the majority black is illegal. But now we are watching this on Monday. The Supreme Court, if do you think they will attend the State of the Union address of the
absolutely no. I can say this to you. If they
attend it, then that means they will have to receive a heavy black.
I do not trust.
You said that the people are illegal. What they were illegal, and this man will be presiding at that State of the Union address.
That Peabody, I will say this to us here tonight. Yeah. Right. The way I have merged myself in Liberian politics and try to understand it from distance, the Supreme Court justices, all of the 5 of them, right? None of them are going to attend a Monday State of the Nation hearing.
You think so?
It's going to be a slap. I'm saying this so if it happens, then I will be disappointed in them, and I will be disappointed not in myself in the statement I'm making tonight. But here's why I'm saying this: the Supreme Court came out and said the Bali sitting is ultra virus. Yes, right. So the Supreme Court says something. There's no unambiguous term the Supreme Court may have placed it. No, people say they still need more interpretation. I don't think we need an interpretation on that. Johnny Lewis did the same. May his soul rest in peace. When Johnny Lewis ruled that where the other majority black at the time when they got rid of Snow, he said that sitting was illegal. For them, Johnny Lewis, he was blunt.
Oh yeah, but he attended.
He did not attend the function.
Okay, very good.
He did not attend it because he felt that the sitting was illegal. He didn't attend. So this branch, headed by CNNU, Justice Clinton.
Yeah, Yusuf
Kabaj, how would you call it?
And Bese.
And Yamin Bese.
Yeah.
These justices and chief justice, we have to maintain, because Article 65 and 66 the article is clear. They are the final arbiter of the justice system in our country, and every judicial process originates from them. They are the final decision-making body when it comes to those things. So I don't think they will make one statement today and slap themselves in the other side of the statement. They will be deeply undermining the exercise of the rule of law. So I'm cautiously aware of what I'm saying to you. Monday, that will be another news. They will not attend that function.
Wow.
All right. Wonderful. Guy, we got to go. Almost 9:30. Like we got about that kid. Susan, it was so much an honor to have you. I hope this is not your last time. I kept forgetting you're coming on Thursday. I would say Monday you're coming on a day and stuff like that. But Susan, I can tell you the feedback I'm getting now on my phone, and people telling me a lot of people are.
You see, America now, somebody now introduced resolution to amend the U.S. Constitution against Trump or 10. Hell, America.
No, they're crazy.
That can never happen.
Yeah. But the feedback I'm getting, a lot of people are really impressed with your presence here tonight. They enjoy you, enjoy how you participated, and we are Closing Acumen. We're happy to have you. So we want to give you the chance, take your time, and give a closing, and then we want to have you back. Don't be a stranger here.
Yes. Gentlemen, thank you for inviting me, and a big thanks to Dr. Peabody for sending me invitation, and Timothy George. Timothy George has always been in that space where he wants me to be out here, but I've been hiding myself. Guys, I don't want to go on big platforms because I can't control the comment section. And the rest of my followers out here that following the show as well. Yes, this is not going to be my last time. Anytime you guys want me on, you'll just send me the link. I'm actually available on Thursday, Mondays, and yeah, but just anytime. I'm available anytime, but not on Tuesday. I got my schedule. I will discuss that with you behind closed door. So I appreciate you guys for having me here, and I mean the discussion was very, very amazing tonight. So thank you guys so much, and I look forward to coming back again. Maybe when Martin come on here, because Martin and
Sure,
myself.
sure, yeah.
Yes,
I would love to see
yes.
you and
I
Martin
would
come
love to ask Matt. Yes, yeah. But that's it. Thank you guys so much, and I look forward to embracing a platform again.
Thank you. We are so delighted to have you. And again, you got it, man. Anytime you're ready, this is your show. Come on. We are delighted to have you. Thank you so much for coming. And you brought some rich thoughts to our conversation tonight. Very rich thoughts. And for the first time, I tell you, you did excellent. Excellent. You did very well. So, guys, let's close.
Thank
And
you.
then days, 9:30, you know.
Thank you, guys. Great show. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I said, Neo Progressive, whatever you're drinking, that apple juice, please inbox me, eh?
Okay, man, why are you so?
I'm done shopping before I get home.
You saw my small apple juice I
No,
had?
no.
I had a small one.
I see it, yeah.
I don't know people who the smoke apple juice.
All right, dear. See you.
All right, guys.
All right, so let's do your closing. 2 minutes. Let's go. Let's call that night.
Basically, it was a very good show. It was good that sometimes it's good to intersplice the show with different issue that will bring some level of diversity on the show, and it's important. And we look forward to bringing different mindset individuals on the show to spice the show up. It was a very good evening, but I think focusing the people on the politics is very important, and because a lot of things going to change, and what we were just saying to many just that um, is the process that we focus on what's going to happen on Monday.
Yes.
We have to do a real time analysis of what's going to happen on Monday. And we hope Monday by I hope to follow it very closely. I'm going to listen to it. Then when the soft copy is released on the Executive Mansion page, we're going to take it and then begin to analyze it, and then we'll dissect it point to point and try to get some basic out. But I will want to preempt. I can preempt basically what's going to be in it. He's going to boast of a lot of things that will not be credited to them, and they will have to want to do that, and they will give you or give the Liberian people a kind of ambitious legislative agenda for 2025. We hope for that ambitious political agenda, but we hope that'll be why you laugh.
I look at it beginning of the say, I smile so much when I look at Susan. These guys are like so crazy. I look at it, you preach number, I have business, and I hear you going there with your preach number.
The man that's going to attack you, eh?
Yeah, it's my smile for Susan is just too much. I go there with you preach number.
Yeah, so basically, and at that point, so those kind of ambitious plan going to come. We look forward to seeing them, but we just have to counter them realistically and fairly, right? And if there's any loophole, we'll project and advance some proffer some solution the way forward. Critique the points and advance some recommendations to the states to use as an instrument of a way that they can curb some of those situations in the country. But a lot of things are unfolding in the country, and we see most of the people that we rely and depend on to change the course of things in the country are not themselves paying more attention to the country. So it is not really a good thing. So we have to change those things and balance it and see how we can strike it in a way that we're going to go for the country. But Monday is going to be a very major day, the first state of the nation. I guess it's going to be he want to prove some point. So I think they will energize the old man to stay on for a lot more than what he did the last time. But the inauguration was not a good thing. So I hope they keep the place well ventilated and well ventilated. And I think I want to believe it's going to be City Hall. Is that correct?
In a way, they're having a.
I don't City Hall or the ministerial complex because
I noticed that they will have it at the Capitol building still.
It cannot be at the Capitol building.
I go to City Hall, man.
The capacity at the Capitol building where they should have had it.
The rotunda is damaged.
The
rotunda got damaged, yeah? The rotunda?
No, we're not rotunda. The rotunda is good, but the rotunda cannot take those people.
Oh.
Then will there be a sizable amount of individuals who taking the rotunda. The rotunda will take maybe the rotunda can take close to 500 persons, I want to believe. But it was in the joint chambers of both houses. They were in the joint chambers.
You know what Abraham Conner saying, right? Some of the justices did not vote for the ultra-viral decision. So I don't know who are the justices. They were the one who didn't vote.
No, so in application, let me tell the big brother, Conner, in application to the decision is what the body will have to respect.
Okay.
Now, it's just like today, you voted and other respect and so every decision coming out of the bench is the body decision there. So it's not an issue that you voted or you didn't vote. You have to respect the judgment. It's the judgment that is paramount. It's not like you did. And then, for instance, when this man put a dissenting opinion on the election result when Councillor Bronski won the court in 2017, Cabinet Johnny, he dissented, but he had to respect the decision. So you will dissent, but you just have to write the dissenting opinion, but you have to respect the decision from the court. So basically, that's going to be it, and they will have to do that. If they were to attend, it's a slap in the face of the justice system.
And let me say something as I end my closing. Today I spoke to a Sion government official, and we're talking about the coming on the show. And I said, let me do something. One of the problems you guys are facing is that when you start to run away from platform from the media, you're hurting yourself. I say, if I was in position, I will go to. You see, that one of the things. I'm not a fan of Trump, but guess what? Trump, he's not afraid of the media. Trump loves the media. He always likes to be in front of camera. I said, when you start to go in front of the media, go on platform that, especially a platform that you feel that's critical of you, it makes a difference. People get the people that on a particular platform, the viewers on our platform, and not people that people are critical of you. That the best time for you to engage them, and then what you can do, you can change minds of people. But if you always want to go where you're comfortable, you're gonna always be in the lion's den. When you start be fearless, say I'll go anywhere and I'll make a case there. But if you want to be in a place you're comfortable, you have a problem. I said, look, the person telling me all the work they've been doing. I said, but look at all the good things you're doing in the government. But guess what? Who know about it? You're not media friendly. So as a result, you're only carrying people around you. And I will not be your spokesperson. You can't talk about on our platform. No, you want to talk about it, can't talk about it. But again, we pray for Liberia. I know I'm watching the Nima election very carefully. We're monitoring it, and I believe that election will make a break, setting people political future. Let us watch Nima election and also the President's State of the Union address. We are gonna dissect that speech and see what happens. But so for now, guys, good show, man. Thank you.
Great show, guys. It was good to be here again. I enjoyed this guy. He said about humanitarian work. We'll go to the headquarters. I don't go to your area, so I can't go to Australia or Alexander. I gotta go to Australia. Wow, man, Patrick Bado Kennedy has been inviting me to go.
But Patrick, I plan to go Europe this year, July, with Peabody for the July 26th.
Yeah, we're going to Brussels for the July 26th celebration. So yeah, we'll go. But it was a great show, man. Guys, thank you for joining us. You have made our show today. All of you who take all your time to watch this.
So people like where the 26th is going to be this year.
It's in Antwerp, in Belgium. In Antwerp.
I'll message be there.
It's going to be Belgium.
Will be there, right?
Yeah, you need to come, man. I mean, let's go. I'm on the board there in Europe. You need to come, Sylvester. It's very interesting. We leave on Thursday and come back on Monday. Very short trip.
It's a beautiful country.
Yeah, we leave on Thursday and come back on Monday. Last year we had it in Wolfsburg, Germany. I was there as well. God's willing, again, we'll go to Germany. But guys, It was a great show to all
I think that's something I can think of. I can take my family with me to go see.
Yeah, it's really nice, and you can just take the train to Holland, other places. Just go. Beautiful place. Yeah, I go to the area.
Do they have a train that from Reading area to Delaware?
Oh yeah. Jallah, we can give you a tip on our phone.
Your phone 1 weekend, you come visit me now.
No, but so I can't say about I'm long driving, but we can't visit. But
the train area, but then you gotta find out now. So when you got a major,
who does not like long driving? Who didn't like long driving?
Me.
Ah, please, Tomalin.
My highest
with that resolution. That resolution for the year.
With that new resolution, eh?
Yeah, new resolution.
I can't. That drive long distance.
This man is a state trooper.
No, that's not true. Wait, my highest are 2 hours. I don't go more than that.
What? Tomalin is a state trooper. Tomalin go to Washington D.C. and come out and see me, and then go to another place again.
I ain't driving. But right now, people,
I tried here before last.
Guys, you know what? This thing is getting serious. Right now, we got to talk about this radio bourgeois. The guy that really want to relay us. We got to talk to this guy. He keep. My man, please keep in touch with me. We'll get back to you. We got to talk about this on this radio bourgeois. We need to relay. You're right about it.
At the late 8 of the radio.
We got to do that. We will do that, bro. Keep in touch with us, and we'll plan it together.
No, the radio.
You do the Fulaji.
All right, guys. Look, great show. Thanks all of you for watching the show. And
one time, last 2023 December, I drove from Delaware into Perry, Georgia.
Wow. Oh, Perry! I know what that is.
Yeah. I've driven there before, but
I live around there before.
I'm getting old. I can't be driving long.
I live around that place before. I live around Perry before. That's why I live. I moved to PA.
Okay.
I went to school. That's why I went to school in Georgia.
Okay.
I went to drove Minnesota with a check.
Yeah, when I went out there, I called Robert. Robert said you're gonna come and get me, but he didn't come.
Oh man, I wish I was there. I want to take you around Atlanta.
We drove from Pennsylvania to Minnesota. Trying to come out and say me, I hate myself that day. I came one way. I beg you.
But the only thing I enjoyed on that trip was the aquarium we went to, man.
Oh, the Georgia aquarium.
Yes, it was.
Georgia is a nice place. It's really nice.
Yeah,
very beautiful.
But nice. Yeah, it's nice. It's
beautiful. Jallah, what? I tell you, giving out $1,800 for the motorboat, man. Then you want to
take what happened to the motorboat, man? Yeah, everything is that
Jallah, what if $1,500 for you?
He said, but I told me that wake, wedding, and party, he all right.
Listen now. We got a tax ID, guys. So if you guys want to donate, we got tax ID. We can give it to you.
Why are we launching that thing for those guys?
We're launching it soon. We're waiting the end of the month.
Okay.
Mr. Cooper, good to see you, man. Mr. Cooper, do you know Susan? All of you live in Australia together. Mr. Watt Cooper. But guys,
if you ever plan to try, not gonna play. You're rested out.
What's the
I went to South Korea one time. I was in South Korea one time for 9 weeks. I flew from here to South Korea for 9 weeks. I slept 3 times, woke up 3 times, and still couldn't.
They got crazy, man.
No, but I know what I would do. I know what I would do when I go look at a long.
But South Korea is better than Australia, right? South Korea, you will take from here. I know you flew from here direct to the US from there.
South Korea about 18 hours.
18 direct flight?
Yeah. 18 to 20 hour direct flight.
No, that Australia there.
I'm telling you, South Korea. I flew from Georgia to Seattle. And from Seattle to South Korea, there were over 18-hour flight. For Georgia to Seattle was 5 hours. Then from there to when I reached Seattle, I thought I was reaching South Korea. I said,
and that's the problem. Because from Seattle to South Korea will remember around 9, maybe around 10, 11 hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but from here, Australia,
I tried it. My man want to invite me. My man, Patrick Bottle Kennedy. You want to invite me? I will go. I will take about 3-4 days and go there. Yeah, you know.
Susan says Musu says she in Queensland, Brisbane, and
Musu is in Queensland. I think.
I thought so. Musu she not in America.
No, Musa is in Australia.
Oh, really?
And Susan is in Melbourne, and then Patrick is in Perth.
In Perth, okay.
Yeah, I think in Perth, Australia, if I'm right. I know a lot of friends there too, though.
Jallah, right now I got Peabody in Rhode Island, in New York, in North Carolina. I got 3 Peabody right now. I'm gonna tell you. So yeah, so you can keep talking, my man. I'm a man who loves tradition. Wow, and the people that dying, I put that close to me.
So we gotta get together, man. I thought we could do it this week, but I got other activity again this week. Maybe we have to like. I'll be free.
Tell that time, yeah, let me know. People, yeah.
Yeah, we after next will be free. I want us to go to the Doma play. Just swallow.
Peabody, you have not seen Pewee before, eh?
Huh? No,
I met Peabody before, boy. We didn't interact.
Pewee,
all right.
Don't see the guy. He 5'1". I think Pewee
5'5".
5'5".
That's all that. I see something out the way straight.
Yeah, I'm 5'10". So yeah.
I met that Peabody to Joshua Brown place.
Yes. That's right.
You remember?
Place, right?
Yeah. Joshua Brown.
Yeah, the first time, but everybody was there, man.
No, people wasn't there.
So Joshua Brown place.
Dakina and other. Okay, I met that.
Yeah. When Joshua Brown had a baby something he had one time.
Christine, but Ghana, you left Peabody.
Yeah, I left when you got there, but I was.
I think we attended the memorial service.
Yes,
you prayed at it.
Yes, you're right. I was there. Costa, all of that. Too many kids later on though. Too many kids later on. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, first time you were at the Yiswa place.
Yeah, I told you Yiswa place. And the second time we met now was, but there are people who met in the bureau.
No, we talked on the phone.
I didn't meet you to the hotel that day to.
No, we just talk on the phone, my man. I was so frustrated.
By the time I was CNN. You mean that time?
Oh yeah, man.
I said, big average check.
When I look, I saw Kev coming with a police officer there behind.
Look, I said, I'm there. When the election come and get the first result, man. Everybody. As a quota, everybody in data, Ben Sanvee in form 2 people, everybody. If I
want one of the bigger average suit.
Before we want to go talk that day, the person a nice driver for all, man. That driver, I said, I go talk now. Look, I said, Ben said, he said, Tony, if I were burger now, I would start writing a concession speed right now. I said, he said, over. I said, what? He said, over, man. I said, what? I said, no, no. The man want change. I said, what happened? The poor getting the rent here. We see the rent here. I said, no, don't make me my pressure go over. But it was a fun. The experience was a fun.
Yeah, but Sylvester, week after next, we got to get together. This week I got engagement. Next week I got engagement. Week after next, I'm free. I plan not to go to too much function this year, but you can't stop.
I want to debate I go to because people that die in Apua know. Like the guy that died in New York, people I will go next week because somebody who
Robert
placement people were there recently with the guy who was having fun there. Figure out Modelo having chilling with the guy and
hey man, life is short.
That hurt me too much, man.
Yeah, it hurt me. That one death that hurt me. I don't cry. I rather don't cry.
Yeah, man.
But they want me to cry. Yes, my man, we'll have late night show soon now. Because I gotta go eat my little small pump butter upstairs. I go eat pump butter. Ain't the yam? The yam. I go eat that one way.
Okay.
With pump butter. I'll eat it.
Yeah, I can't eat the show.
So guys, thank you. All of you guys watching. See you tomorrow. Maybe we'll be on longer tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Guys, see you. All friends.
Somebody asked the question, where's the midnight show?
Lofa and Ben, maybe they're facing the Lofa.
What you got for me to eat tomorrow? I leave work.
Since well, husband can steam, you can cook.
Yeah, make it cook.
Yeah, when you're out there, eat that bean. I was hungry, man.
You can steam.
What, the mango beans?
Oh, he can cook. Man, he can cook. He can cook any food, and the first person he called Peabody, my son. Every time I go there, I bring takeaway.
I got a very important political meeting in Maryland on Saturday. I got to be there.
I'm gonna play. I hope you got something for me to eat tomorrow. I leave work. I come to your house.
With the Trump people there. I'm not Trump. I'm gonna be Trump people there. I'm a connection with Trump people there. So at least now.
My man, I'm a Republican. I switched to Republican a while ago.
Independent. I remain independent.
You're a Republican?
Yeah.
I'm an independent. I'm not no Republican, Democrat, Republican. All of them are valid people.
What Trump say?
Oh, in fact, the challenge is that the federal judge that bringing appointed the men are blacking already without a.
I'm going to go through. But Trump is making it difficult for federal worker.
But what he has done, if you try to get asylum now, Trump make it difficult now. They stop asylum business. They're gonna just delay you now with asylum business. So right now,
asylum process will be
they are
delay. So most of the people on asylum, what do we have to do?
Who should have come the next day?
Yeah, the people are resettlement on there.
I want to resettlement people who are coming the next day.
People feeling bad. Imagine people all set time to get on the flight and they say.
My best said she got put to the grill. But the plate got put to the grill. I'll come there tomorrow. After work,
say, well, I'll come there Sunday.
After work, I'll be right there tomorrow. Sharp 4 o'clock.
Yeah, I'll come there Sunday. Well,
I don't think I'm blessed. I got my balance left there. The balance that I took.
I come in there Sunday. Yeah, make him my own.
I hope you still got the balance left there because no, you don't take that one.
Yeah, but
who should I put the message you get on plane? Who should I put on plane?
Oh, the resettlement people Sylvester.
Who resettlement?
The other country. The other country that are bringing refugees in the method. They cancel them. They cancel them.
Hey, my man, all the years been waiting. And then they turn to come America, they say you can't come. And I'm researching you. Say, and even
people all over the place, man.
People have a list of people. They were telling and say, "Oh, that's okay."
This guy have made America difficult for people to live in.
Yeah, now they pose one Republican man your juice. They say, "Man, get your 10 or 10." Can you imagine?
Can you imagine those who waiting to get paper now, like green card and thing? They're waiting. They already been in line. You see the guy who put it back? You know what I mean? To sit down and wait another 4 years again to get a paper.
They are silent people, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they are silent people who put it back. They will not will help them. They will be getting the extension.
Yeah, but it's expensive, though. It's expensive.
Yeah.
You got to pay for that water authorization every year. That thing going. What?
No, you got to pay every year. I thought they have to renew it every year. When you pay one time, they have to be renewed.
No. You pay every year for it as it expires.
Every time it expires.
The authorization.
This time around, they give them for 5 years.
What authorization?
Yeah, some people give them for 5 years.
My favorite should apply also.
I used to do it, we used to get it for, when I was on that thing, we used to get it 1 year. Then I paid $380. Then it comes, it'll even be less than 1 year. So now in 9 months.
Look, and how long were you on it for?
I ordered for a while before I got
my father died. I couldn't go Liberia. I on TV at that time. When I say,
when I got green card, I went to court. I ended up going to court. The judge one. They said because I was on a student visa at the time, and when I graduated, somebody just went to put my kids in. Said, "Oh, the man went to he graduated. They didn't go home." And I think took about 5 years to get my green card.
There's a black woman in Georgia that the woman told me she officer. I don't forget her name. Officer McClendon. She said, well, I don't see why we give you a green card to you. I said, hey, man, I literally cry. I'm gonna be on TPS. She said, I said, what?
I thought you put on the TPS, right?
Yeah, the black woman. She said, I don't see why she get to you. I said, what? I said, I was crying, man. And then she said, you know something? She said, I give you from now to so time. Go and bring us that big document. I said, huh? My man. I think that's wrong.
I ain't do that. When you prove that it was the
when I graduated from college,
every time you bring the document, just relax and.
When I graduated from college, it took me almost 6 years to get a green card through my wife. 6 years. And then when my wife filed for me, they said, "Oh, you know what I did when I graduated from college? I didn't take TPS, so they said I was out of status."
Yeah.
I waited.
Oh, okay, but that was your problem.
I waited to get interview letter. I go look at the letter. He said, "You please explain why you should not be deported based on the following reason." I almost put myself right outside of the mailbox.
That's not a joke. Yeah, one judge in New Jersey.
I got the why you not be.
They call him.
Oh yeah. So you know, I researched on it. So the reason is that you allow yourself to be out of status completely.
Yeah.
So when you left, and they are keeping you when you came on the student visa, you have your civis. Your civis number is the one that the USCIS.
But what happened is, let me tell you what happened. While I was a student, I applied for asylum. They never granted me no interview until my wife filed my green card. Then they sent me a letter saying I'm a withdraw. Because I already got a pending case. When I withdrew the case, they sent me another letter out of status. I went, why should I be deported? I said, damn it.
And one thing I tell you, that's why I advise people, right? Look, that way, you know, the woman went on my Facebook page to check. Oh, you care for social media. They want to check my page. If I had anything there in the because what's gonna happen? Because I got my green card through marriage. So then imagine if I had something different there. What would I say? The ones about the man fake. The man not going. That boy gotta be careful.
Oh, I thought the TPS you only got it through asylum.
No. Guess what? I started in Connecticut, right?
Oh, free.
So you know that the TPS will get work permit.
If I say, hey, look at today make me 25 years in America. I just saw the date. 25 years in America today. I remember January 23rd. I came on Air Afrique. Yes, I know today make me 25 years. Exactly 25 years in America. Pewee. I was in Connecticut. Connecticut, right? They children from the Yale Law School. They were doing it for case study. They call him Carlos Berrijo, a lawyer. He called interview everything. And mind you now, when you interview everything, I was sad now. But then family probably came in the place. I ended up leaving Connecticut after I came in January. I was in Rhode Island by May.
So if you are leaving Connecticut, you're going to get it.
I want to get it, yeah. I want to get it because they were doing it for you free because they were doing it they were doing it in law school. They were doing it for you free. But when I left from there, I came to Rhode Island. I forgot myself there too. And every year renew. And then finally, when they say when I go try to say, you are the limitation. That pass.
But you get people in the country, yeah? I'm telling you. I work on one job when I graduated from college. The men that were paying me bare minimum, but I can't leave the job because I don't have paper.
And I want to be about it in Connecticut. I won't call the men. So I'm men from Liberia, man. The immigration went on it to the jaw side. I went for a break. They got it red. They know I came by the way. They want to break. They said, they pulled out. They said, they went by the way. Man, I think in that photo, you're worried.
I took the Civil 7 test for the state of New Jersey. I passed the test. They wrote me and said, please report where your if you're not a citizen, please bring your green card. Please bring this. I said that's the end. You're not seeing me back there no more.
When I had me right in Rhode Island, man, I was young. I came around young, so I want to go join it. I want to join the military. Do everything. They recruited me one day. When the time came to that point, they said, right now, where your status at? Hey, I thought I said maybe one time I want to join it, say, but then they make a join again. No.
Oh no. You didn't have a green card.
The recruiter said, yeah.
Give me your TPS and join.
Yeah, you know, do all the stuff now. Yeah,
I think
the recruiter is the National Guard. He said, but where your status? I said, hey.
All right, look, I don't play. Did I have documented in the country? And like you got a terminal illness. I want
I think heck on you. That's what now our men they will be writing on Facebook. Someone they want to talking and making noise. They on
nothing you do.
Yeah,
nothing you do. Nothing you do. To go try.
The moment I got my green card, then I went back to the state and told them, I took the exam and you say you'll call me and I'll call me the message. I call you. I send a letter to your house. I never received it. He said to the people, I'll give you one more chance. I will let you take the test again. But don't tell me that I will send it to your house. But when the guy that called me, I went and I said, Che, that the wrong person you're dealing with, you'll never see me by here again. But
I just thank God that God I think all long before.
Tell you,
they offer right now, did it on right now. People come in, they come and give people
that. You know, millions of people that are worried now. They're telling me something yesterday that they have hundreds of thousands of people that are keeping their kids home to not go to school.
Oh, but guess what? The man
They don't go to school.
or biting policy.
Because the kids
He said,
they don't have
body hiding place. You cannot arrest anybody on church ground and certain places.
School.
Yeah, but on school ground. But today, Trump Chinese, you can do it now. I said on at the church and arrest you from the church or on school ground.
Yeah, man.
And so
I'm gonna tell my brothers and sisters here, whether from Liberia or not, stay out of trouble.
That's it.
Don't get
Well,
it.
the new law that just passed yesterday, the law said that when you even shoplifting,
Yep.
if you are undocumented and committed any crime like shoplifting, you'll be arrested, placed in a detention area, and be deported.
Yeah.
I don't call him Steve Miller, the immigration guy. I first keep begin. He didn't want to talk about saying, what he said with trouble and citizenship. That means if you're a U.S. naturalized citizen and you commit some crime, he said, "Man, take it from you and send you back home."
Steve Miller, something.
Yeah, if you're a U.S. citizen and you're in convicted felon status, you better be careful. These guys are capable of taking your citizenship from you and send you back.
Yeah, I tell my man there, especially the one with all paper.
But that won't have to be to a competent code of jurisdiction.
Yeah, but my problem I got too, and my man, like the guy who judged Trump today is a ranking appointed judge. These are people who ready to go by the law. He stopped. He said, "No, my man." He said, "What you're doing is wrong." Well, he said they put a lawyer for Trump. You saw that the man signing that kind of thing.
Yeah, but you know what?
The message is a blatant violation of the Constitution.
Yeah. They're going to take it to the Supreme Court, and you don't know what.
No, but this particular case that the judge heard today about this breath citizenship thing, Trump will not win it.
Yeah,
no. The only way he can win that case, except Supreme Court say, you know what, we're going to throw it out. We're not going to take it in, because if Supreme Court say want to review it, brother, these people are different.
No, Supreme Court ruled on this before. They can't change everything. There's a precedent there. They clarify this.
How about Roe versus Wade?
That's a different thing. They done the breath right thing.
Yeah, that's breath right.
Yeah,
but I'm telling you, bro, to every Liberian,
the
do you hear
14th
me?
Amendment of the United States, they said anyone born or naturalized in America is hereby deemed a U.S. citizen.
Yeah, it's clear. And because I lock in the place because when the slaves from Africa, they say when you come here, you shouldn't be citizen. I had lock in the place, and so he went. Look, let me be frank, I just pray God that the 4 years will come and go. I know. I tell people, I can work. I'm lazy.
4 years will be a nightmare for
me. Working, I lazy one who will suffer it, and those who like to be doing kind of criminal thing will have problem. I don't do criminal stuff. I don't try to do anything. When you tell criminal, I move from there, I run from there. When you
to all my Liberians,
all Liberians, our sessions are offering a play with chill. Kind of play with chill. We go.
Yeah. Don't get into trouble.
You go to club. Why have you? Women go to club today. Club.
Don't do it. Don't jump nobody to fight. Don't be your girlfriend. Don't be your wife.
When police come in
your house,
weed, and then when they come, my man. If I can't go, I take Uber. If I do something, I this on stress on wine, I'm not able to go and I'm driving.
Exactly. Big thing for Addison. When you go to party and drink, don't drive because.
Thank you. That's true. You want to drive? You take the Uber.
Now the era I living in my era, I live in PA here. They said that they approved that they can grab people. Police arrest you. They can recommend you to ICE. In my era I live, Ben Salem.
Yeah,
they can recommend you to ICE.
Yeah, but first thing they'll do in the rest of this now, when they finally get accent and they'll check you, they will say that run a man record. And you get started in front of.
They are trouble, bro. When I remember.
You're a citizen, be careful. Don't think that you citizen. When Trump won, immigration lawyers had a meeting, a conference call the next day. I think they talk about it. One of them comments said, Judge, tell your friends then because these people, while you fighting your case, you're in jail, they can send you back home.
Yeah.
Think back home, what you think?
And you know, go to come out, you done.
Yeah.
That one, what they say, you gonna go across the breach. Yeah. You come out, allow.
Yeah, they can't send you back home. Why you in jail, man? Look, I think they got deportation. I saw people out in immigration like, bro, man. When they send you home, man, especially you go like, bro, people one lady, I don't call her name, a lady in like, bro, now she crazy Latin in Banjo. We worked together before. She was arrested on traffic stop in Georgia. Arrested her on TPS. But she has something on her record. They pick her up. Someone like, bro, she got home. Her friend said, what are you doing here? She said, I just came to visit. They said, what, you can't there, you tell nobody come in and then nothing they can. But when they don't want to find out she was put there, they did it. I was in my bro, man. She in Banjo, in some people. I said, hey, go. Hey, they left. I saw her, man, you see her. I said, hey, man.
Yeah.
I fell for her, man. But man, because you not
expect that's shocking your whole life.
And when they send you and people, they send you away. No suitcase. Maybe your father bring two, maybe few things for you in the Ghana must go there, wait for you, and you go on the plane, handcuff too. And how you say, so you want to get in trouble, man. You want to leave America at your own time, your own choosing. Plan yourself well. I'd rather leave. But not somebody must force you to go to America. Because people are brought now.
Just telling people.
And the best way to do that is to then live in conformity of the law.
The law.
Wow.
Some people can do it
with them.
Oh.
Yeah. The president support therefore beating the woman, beating the woman, and for armed robbery. I mean, it's on African Liberian. I said, wait, what are you doing to yourself?
Yeah.
The woman attack you, leave the woman, run away for her. Don't fight the woman. She won't cause a man. Say, okay, mama, thank you. Run away. You want under you man. You want that going to that woman.
That's one of the worst. That's one of the worst thing that can ever happen to anybody. That they take TV so serious in this country. You got one arrest for TV here, you done. I don't care.
Don't worry when they say
that's the worst thing.
Running my background check, I don't worry because you don't see nothing there. Nothing there for me. I ain't nothing. I don't do DUI. I don't all the thing, man. When
I went to do my citizenship, the lawyer, the lady who was representing the government said, "Oh, he been here and he been working illegally. He grabbed blah blah blah." You know what the judge was? The judge said, "Look, I follow this man's record. In fact, my lawyer was so great. He did some kind of stuff. He said, he asked me, where you work? I told him. He said, you got kids? I said, yeah. He said, where your daughter go to school? My daughter went to private school. I think she go to private school. The lawyer said, look, no, I'm not going to waste this man's time. The man not a liability to this government. He worked at the time I was working as a consultation education specialist in the school. He said he worked in our school. He helped our children. What more can you do? He helping all our children here. I look at this man's record as simply word. His kids, it's not even a burden to go to private school. He said, look, Mr. Peabody, I give you a green card today. You can apply for your citizenship in the next year or two. I grant it. Wow.
But one judge was in Jersey, they call him
Judge Cross Street.
I think he retired. Peabody, Judge Doken, one immigrant judge, they call him Judge Doken in New Jersey. He retired now. He did a people that man to do in my person. That man, you know, the women that will marry the man there, but they have a problem, they go to court, they don't want to take if he fight for the man,
yeah.
They have fight for this guy.
They want sabotage.
She said, Judge, she tell the judge, so the judge answered, the judge said, you're the man married here. How long have you been married for? You called. Then the judge says, I listen to your case. You started from Africa. You've been married, you came here. And now you left it, you brought here now. Then you tell him, he said that you trying to that he.
Yeah, we need to buy it too.
No,
you would try it.
The judge told us he's not gonna listen to her. He said, I'll give the man. He said, it's his status. I mean, I was too happy that day. I mean, you finish small blow him now. You want to take it from the man now? Tell the man, you want to get status now? They give the man status. Oh, man said, me, I'm different player. I'm done because imagine what she want to do to me. Destroy my life. I'm gonna go back to her. She bad. Man, I'm done.
No, most of the judges didn't get most of them in this country
they
reasonable. Right?
But
so
you know
what kind of thing happened to you said when you go just give your point to the judge, the only thing is should be nothing on your side that will affect the record to say, oh, you are engaging in violent activities and other things, or you got a record on your case before, but you don't have no record, and they've got a judge will ask you.
No, but already they can check. You already know.
You take the stage now. When they check, you take the stage. You say something that is something else striking to them. I mean, there was a reason. But the only thing I can say, as we all said just now, stay out of trouble.
If you stay out of trouble, even if they catch you and you go there and they got a record on you, they can free you. Stay out of trouble.
Even though DUI is not a felony, but stay out of trouble.
Let me tell you.
I think George take
most serious one. Don't be your wife.
For DUI, let's say and rip it in court. Me, some people to the lesson, say, give me that lesson, you rip it. You call it lesson. Ah, my man. Brother, we were brought up different way. Yeah, my and papa brought me up differently. That's why for me to say they think they got crime and thing. First of all, somebody give you say can't force yourself on check. All the thing can't go do fake thing. Do fake thing. You can't do that when they had the taxes been going on. That free money or getting people. People they want free money. My man. You give people your who can give people fake document I into that thing. You will not see me in that one. I beg you, yeah. Hey, now what do got to say? What do let's put on say? All of you who are there, they put I said they're fool. Didn't you scare me? You scare me that when I anything you can't do arrest me for what? I went after you. I said I want things you made me afraid. Well, I committed that crime. I beg you, man. Just keep you out of trouble, buddy. Unlike nobody.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, gentlemen. Good night.
Okay, man.
Lofa, you don't do one show, Ben. You don't do one show. You have your own link. God, Ben, I'm tired. You all
I gotta go. I gotta go to work by 8 or 10 in the morning.
Okay, good night, guys.
Okay.
Good night, brother. Blessings.